All right, hello.
Hey.
I don't know where Mars is. And let me start all the recordings. Because now we have lots of
Now
recordings.
recording.
Oh,
My
there it is.
word.
It's gotta make sure that you know that we're recording.
Hello, Craig.
Yes, Craig is here now. Mars, will be a little late, it looks like.
And you're trying to eagerly start exactly at 8:30.
I always try to start at 8:30. She, just messaged me. Literally a minute ago.
Maybe we should have kept it at 9.
She's the one who wanted it at 8:30 too. Not just me.
Can't trust her.
No, can't trust her. Trust a buster. How's everybody? Dylan doesn't get a flag. I don't
Oh no.
I don't even know how I would be able to do that. So there's your life. Oh, I just realized something that could happen when everybody land hose in the future. It's a ways away though. But yeah.
Is it a secret?
I've kind of been keeping it a chat secret, kinda. Yeah.
Then never mind.
You can know, but not right now.
So then it is a secret. How dare!
It's just like stream upgrade stuff that I'm very excited about. So that's the whole thing. I don't know. I can't easily give Dylan a flag to wave around.
So
But
sad.
that's it. That's it. Any interesting law stuff, Dylan? Well, Ace Attorney. Hopefully this one won't be as raunchy as the last one. All of the clips, like half of the clips that I have for like the last week, guys, are just like dirty jokes that Dylan and Mars said. Oh,
Just horny posting.
yeah, literally though. Well, no. See, the one with Angel Star, that was horny posting. But this one is just like both of you making inappropriate jokes the whole time out of everything. But speaking of that, everybody should get on bingo, because this is definitely a hot night for bingo. So anybody here should definitely do
Listen,
that.
we're supposed to keep it PG, but you're calling it a hot night preemptively? I don't
Oh
know.
my god. I guess that counts, guys. Like, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? Okay, I don't know why this does this. You guys should also remember that, what was I gonna say? Oh, I've forgotten it. Shit. Alright, never mind. Whatever I was gonna say is gone.
Yeah. Let me tell you about the law real quick.
Okay.
Guys, chat. You're probably sitting there laughing. You're reclined back in your chair. You get like a cigar in your mouth, despite not smoking. And you're like, my Bill of Rights is so voluptuous. The government couldn't dare harm me. I have this constitutional protections against a bunch of shit. And you're just kind of enjoying it. You're like, free speech, so great. Second Amendment, I love the way it's been interpreted. Shall not be infringed. Am I right, fellas? And you just keep going down. Third Amendment, oh yeah. But then you just keep going. And you get to the Sixth Amendment, and you're like, wow, I feel great. The government can't infringe on my rights. Fuck them. I'm awesome. And they've been so far very nice in interpreting the Constitution. I'm fine. And so, my right to a trial by jury surely shouldn't be interrupted whatsoever. It should be normal. It should be just like everything else, you would think. I mean, go back to the Second Amendment for a second. The NRA, the Supreme Court, they read shall not be infringed, and they just, their eyes closed. That's it. That's all they need. So they wouldn't dare infringe. Except the little right to trial by jury amendment of the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment. It literally says all criminal trials, you have the right to trial by jury. And so you'd think it's pretty clear. There's no interpreting. It's just perfect. You're like, makes sense. A criminal trial, I know I get a right to trial by jury. Except no. For some reason, you only have a right to trial by jury if, in the Supreme Court's interpretation, it's a serious enough crime. And so, if it's not a felony, if it's a misdemeanor, And if it's not the most egregious kind of misdemeanor, called the Class A, you don't have a right to trial by jury at all. Even though the Sixth Amendment literally says in all criminal trials.
Sussy wussy.
So sussy-wussy. Some prosecutors' offices even try to specifically charge people with lower-level offenses because then they can guarantee they don't have to pick a jury.
What?
And then therefore they're not going to have to worry about the sympathies of people.
I don't like that.
And so they literally, yeah, I know. You would never think of that. It's like, oh well, they're undercharging me. Who cares? Undercharging is great. No, literally. Like, it's so insidious. I took me a whole day to get over this.
All right, how long is it gonna take you, chat? A day? A month? A week? A year? Never? Never gonna get over it?
It's fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up.
It's so messed up.
Damn.
And it's so contrary to what is normally the argument by the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually they're
like,
like,
oh,
Constitution is as it is. No changes.
Yeah.
No,
like,
no
we
ifs,
can't
ands, or
change
buts
it.
about
We just
it.
gotta be what it says.
We can't.
Except, not here.
No, not on this one. They didn't like the number 6, right? It's one of those three sixes in a row, devil's number, whatever, you know.
Oh my god.
Do they have a problem with the 9th Amendment? You know, maybe it's those two as well.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. They actually don't believe in the 9th Amendment.
Oh my god. See, guys, conspiracy 69, not allowed. Not allowed by the United States government. Look at that.
Unironically, though, like in law school, we were learning about the amendments, and they get to the 9th Amendment, and they're just like, blah, 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 blah. Like, they just, like, mumble and they keep going.
What? Why?
Yeah, because there's just no case law on it. Essentially, it's the amendment where it's like anything that's not specifically left, like, given to the states or given to the federal government is given to the people to do. Like, for example, you can just own a dog and don't have to get, like, special permission. But, like, it's...
Depends on where you live, though.
Well, yeah, it does depend on where you live. But essentially, like, it's not exactly sure what that means. And the Supreme Court definitely doesn't want to give it too much weight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want to see the logical conclusion of that.
So wild. Like, no. Yeah, we like 1. We like 2. We like 3, 4, 5. 6 is like okay sometimes, maybe. Like, we can skirt it, I guess, right? Like, you know, okay. 7, yeah, we're alright. 8, yeah, it's okay.
8, they're bastards for the 8th Amendment, too.
Oh, God.
Do you know which one that is?
Is it one of the Miranda ones?
No, Miranda is only the 5th Amendment.
Okay.
This is the amendment where it's like, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines, nor cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay, that's the 8th one.
Yeah. And the Supreme Court's like, listen, if you have a bunch of marijuana on you, and you're sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole forever, while that certainly you might think is excessive punishment, it isn't. And in fact, the 8th Amendment doesn't mean to say unusual or cruel or excessive. What it should say is, like, extremely cruel. And so that's how they read it.
Doesn't that, like, and it doesn't apply to, like, non-citizens, right?
That's a bit of a sticky one.
Oh, okay. I just know we've done some cruel and unusual shit to non-citizens in non...
Yeah, their argument is like, oh, we're not actually in America. We're in, like, Cuba.
Great. Yes. So all our morals, you know, we are only bound by this piece of paper, you know, that was created, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. That's it. Once we leave the bounds of this paper, we can do whatever we want. There's no rules, no regulations. That's it. We're done.
Really, how could the Cuban government allow such atrocities on their soil?
Oh my god. They didn't make the law, you know, so we could be as immoral as we want.
They did make the agreement to allow the Americans to rent it. And that's pretty fucked up.
Enhanced interrogation. Advanced murder. Enhanced interrogation. What else is there?
Advanced darkness, of course.
Advanced darkness. Advanced darkness, indeed. Okay. I don't know. Mars was like a little time. Do you wanna... We could get a sneak peek on a clip I'm very happy about. Do we want to do
Listen,
that?
You're the stream wrangler. You tell me what's going on.
Unless you have more terrible lost stuff to impart upon us, Dylan. More sad, horrible truths about the world and our justice
Those are the
system.
most recent horrible truths.
I see. All right, we'll watch this one if Mars doesn't show up before I bring it up because I think it's very funny, and I think it has the play it back in it, right? So I think it's important that we prove, right or wrong.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let me.
There's nothing.
Whoops. Okay. Let me switch back. I don't know if I can mute this game briefly. I can.
It's muted.
I know. I have just.
You've done it.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? Let's make sure the sound's up. Beep. Okay, here we are. We're gonna either exonerate me or crucify me. Here we go. Play.
There's nothing.
What the?
Wait!
That didn't show up before! I'm upset. I don't like that.
You must have been like a pixel off.
No. Play the footage back, guys. I sprayed so much right there. Okay. I hate that. Bad game. Slap. I missed it 3 times, guys.
Incredible.
I whiffed it 3 times.
That's a great short.
And that's called royalty-free cloud music.
Nice.
That's what I did. Royalty-free cloud
I'm always hiring royalty-free clowns for my birthdays.
Yeah, exactly. Then you don't have to, worry about uploading all their beautiful shenanigans to the internet.
Have you ever tried hiring a royalty clown? Like, the prince is really expensive to put on that costume.
You're right.
I'm just saying.
That is very true. Oh god. I opened something that I didn't want to. Like, I don't want to start without Mars because, like, we're gonna need her for one of them.
Emma is immediately going to
Yeah,
speak.
exactly. So it's like there's not much we could do. I don't know. What else can we talk about?
Here's what you do. You go downstairs. You grab your mom by the shoulders. You pull her upstairs. You sit her down next to you. She's now Mars.
No, I can't do that to Mars. How dare she? It was her idea to do it earlier, too.
So true.
She says literally a minute. Alright. We'll believe. Oh, you want to know some wild stuff? 2 things. 1, so chat, now there's a lot more sounds that might happen on stream because I can record separately things in the recording so they won't interfere in the YouTube edits. So now there's lots more sounds, and all of the sounds that you can buy them now too. They're not only limited to not this stream. 2, we surpassed Twitch on YouTube, okay?
Oh,
so I don't know. Step up the game a little bit. We got 153 over there on YouTube. We only got 149 here, so I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
You are literally preaching to the choir. They can't step the game any further.
This is very true. That's very, very true. But yeah, if you liked that clip, lots of great clips coming out this week with lots of fun edits and funny noise, whoosy me whatsies. What's the word? Captions, I guess.
I love me some whoosy me whatsies.
Whoosy me whatsies. All of that. If Mars doesn't show up in costume, it's just gonna be another, like, tick on a record. We might have to fire her at some point. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Tardiness to work. Not showing up in uniform while already being late. Like, I don't know.
Sounds like you're not here? Well, let's make it permanent.
Oh, God. This is my name's on the lease, right? So,
Hold on,
that's what I'm gonna say.
Because Mars isn't here, I have to argue in her stead.
Oh, God.
And that's discrimination.
Oh, is it? Why is that discrimination?
Dylan is constantly absent from Tuesday and Thursday streams, and yet you haven't uttered a peep. And the second Mars is late one Wednesday stream. All of a sudden, you're talking about firing her. What is this workplace discrimination?
Dylan's not scheduled for work on
Oh
Tuesdays
my
and
God.
Thursdays.
I
Mars
don't
is
wanna
scheduled for
hear all
work
these
Tuesday, Wednesday,
excuses.
Thursday. Dylan's
Really?
only scheduled to
All
work
of
on
these
Wednesdays.
excuses.
Oh, she
It's
did it.
unconvincing.
She's in uniform.
All right,
I made it!
now she's here. I get to switch sides again. How dare you, Mars?
I know, I'm the worst.
Yeah, saying
I-
8:30 stream and then
Oh,
having emergencies and
I-
stuff. I can't believe
I
that
am
you didn't expect
so
that.
sorry. I had a school emergency of all things, if you can believe that.
Oh, shit.
I thought you were
um,
supposed to be done
oh.
with that.
Yeah, so did I. In all honesty, so did frickin' I. No, it was a ride. I'll tell you all about it after stream tonight. But
Alright.
needless to say, it got my blood boiling quite a bit.
Well,
And
now you
it
can
also
be-
came while I was in the middle of baking Christmas cookies. So that got
yes.
delayed. And then I was like, well, now I gotta finish off the dough or it's gonna go bad.
See, you gotta Ace Attorney and
it-
mix,
it
right?
was
That's
a
the
storm.
secret. You gotta.
No, I was literally thinking of phoning in from the kitchen. The problem was my brother is putting together holiday stuff for his class, and they're talking in the other room.
How
So I
dare
couldn't
they.
guarantee that it wouldn't be heard. So I was like, okay, Ori, you're gonna have to stall. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
damn.
we talked about the horrible justice system of the United States, so let's go play in the horrible justice system of San Francisco. Let's go.
Oh, perfect.
Boosh. I believe we're going into court, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
I
Lord.
think
Yes,
so,
we
yeah.
are.
You're going into court. Oops.
Dun, dun.
February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
ba-ba-ba.
Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. Jesus.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
That's a long time! That's a long time!
That's a long time to be questioned.
That's such
That's
a long
real, though.
time.
That's
What?
real. Like, in
Overnight?
real life, yeah.
Are you...
That
That happens?
What?
that does happen. Yes.
No!
Why?
Oh, what? Why?
Well,
There's
That's
multiple
cruel and
reasons.
unusual.
Most of them aren't legitimate, but the idea is that once you're talking to someone, let's say they did a heinous crime like murder, do you really want to stop them midway through their confession? Or maybe you're making some progress and you, the detective, think you can get some information out of them.
Ugh.
It's not a good idea. It's bad. It's
No.
heinous. It's when most
It's cruel
false
and
confessions
unusual.
happen.
Because you're freaking sleep deprived. Jesus.
Well, here's the problem.
that's what I was thinking.
I wish it was cruel
Unless
and
that's
unusual.
part of it.
But this is just cruel because it's very
It's very
usual.
usual. No. Okay.
That is highly unfortunate.
Indeed.
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
Lana, why are you doing all this stuff behind my back? Why are you like... What? You're a
Mr.
prosecutor.
Phoenix, I know how the game is played.
No, I'm the defense attorney. You're the prosecutor. This is not your place. This is not what you should be doing.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
Hello, Royal Kirby. Welcome back.
Hey, Royal Kirby. We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
Is she implying that they were going? It was the death sentence,
Yes.
right?
I'm
That is
thinking
what you
death
say.
sentence.
Is
Yeah.
That is what you say.
That's part of capital, like that's under the umbrella term capital punishment?
I don't know. It
Capital
seems pretty
punishment.
capital to me.
Capital punishment
With a
only
capital
refers
E.
to killing you.
Oh,
Corporal punishment
Oh,
means
that's
that
what I'm
you're
thinking.
receiving bodily injury.
I see. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
We don't have corporal punishment
I
in
know
America.
that.
We
That's
only
why I
have
was
capital
confused.
The more
Okay.
you know. Lana, don't tell me you. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Miss Sky, I really need you to stop
Hmm?
making these decisions without me.
You need to discover the truth quicker.
Well, we found trace evidence of a certain person in the bingo. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. Now, it might be blue, might be red. We're not quite sure about
Could
horseshoe
be
crab shenanigans yet.
purple.
That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. That's why you need to shut the heck up. Thank you. Do you understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you are going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
I know you liked him, Emma, but we have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. That was ominous as hell.
Dun, dun.
February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. I said it first this time.
The prosecution is.
Oh.
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
Good man.
But that's not physically possible, is it?
I would hope not.
We'll see. I don't know. Phoenix Wright has pulled off some incredible feats before. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Exactly, so how do we know somebody died?
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow. This is one messed up trial. Hoop-de-loop-de, I would say.
It's not your first rodeo, Phoenix.
One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence, in this case of wormholes being formed in the evidence room. But besides that fact, today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department.
He was secretly a bard and has access to Dimension Door.
In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things.
Come on, Emma, please.
Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And what's supposed to be an... Oh god, I'm having a
Okay.
time. And
You
that's
really
supposed
are.
to be an admirable trait? I figure it out in
Hey!
the end. He loses.
Hey! Fake it till you make it, am I right?
That's what I do. I just don't sound composed and posh when I do it, apparently.
Composure helps. Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department?
Heck if I know.
Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
Hello, tea sipper. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, tea sipper.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls. The
Oh,
suspect
no.
of the murder that occurred at the police
Oh
department.
no! Not, look at me!
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Yes, we call them suspects, Judge. That we don't know yet.
Sure, Your
I
Honor. I'd
call
love to
boy.
call
them
them a murderer.
murderers.
Yeah, I'd love to call them a murderer in
Things
the
are getting-
courtroom, Your Honor. Thank you.
Wild from the get-go.
Oh, God, no,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, it's him.
It's always a good day when Meekins is here.
Is it? I don't know about that one.
No. Does he have a megaphone in court? That's what I need to know.
Probably.
If he does,
probably
I'll
does.
lose it.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir! I am Sir Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murder, sir!
No!
What? Meekins! Meekins, why? Oh.
Meekins!
Ooh. Ooh.
So, you're telling us you're a professional killer.
Oh no!
Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it!
Okay, who has a gun to your back, Meekins?
No, he's just challenged, as we have previously stated in this game.
You ever notice how Meekins' theme song sounds like Pokemon
It
music?
kind of does, doesn't it? Also, Dylan, on Meekins, you're peeking a little bit.
Oh, Peek and Meekins, huh?
Peeking Meekins. Yeah.
Indeed.
I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You gotta believe me, sir!
It's attached to him.
It's just sewn to his hand.
It is.
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir! I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir!
So you're a millennial.
A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend!
What?
Why, yes, that's the exact definition of millennial. But please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me! Sir!
Oh,
Chap, Officer Meekins. Yes, sir? Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
oh.
Yes,
Oh
sir!
my.
As you wish.
Alrighty.
After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir!
What? What is this?
Meekins!
generation?
Stop giving us a bad name!
Wait, okay, hold on. Meekins is part of the younger generation in this game. So is he like 18? Like Phoenix is
And
only
on the
24.
fourth? No
Like, what?
way.
December.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Someone told him to be enthusiastic and he just did it. It's not admirable.
He's
Crime
being
report!
bribed or coerced or something.
No, he's
Crime
just
report, sir! Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I
Why?
spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room.
It was Damon. Damon Gant was like, man, you gotta go. You gotta go to guard the room or whatever.
You're dragging
and
us
then you just gotta
down,
do it.
Meekins.
I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it.
Self-defense? That means then.
After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
Who was that?
So, the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you?
To you,
That one was
Do
non-existent, Dylan.
unto two?
do unto others before they do unto you.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a typo or a Meekinism.
I choose to believe a Meekinism.
That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
It definitely,
Definitely
is. Do
a
unto
Meekinism.
to others.
Do unto two.
to.
I see. Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Violently.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
That is not protocol. But very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Okay, it's not part of his normal duty, so I would
Oh,
press
we're
that one.
we're pressing
hard.
everything. He was incredibly vague as hell. We gonna press. Hold it, Mr. Meekins. You work in the Oh God, I'm having a bad time. Mr. Meekins.
Did it really throw you off my being late, Ori?
Yes, it did. You work.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I love having affairs, sir.
Oh
I'm in charge
God.
of hiring new recruits, sir.
I
No.
don't know what that means.
Yikes! Now there's a scary thought. Meekins having affairs.
Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime.
Wait. If I remember correctly, Meekins couldn't even get a girl with his same, badge. Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, how can he be having affairs if he doesn't have a steady, someone to go steady with the first place?
How could he be having affairs, Your Honor, if he's with no one in the first place?
Tap.
Hold it. Tap. Just because this loser got me in trouble in the first place doesn't mean he can't be seeing some side action that isn't a deputy or a police officer.
Oh my god.
They wouldn't have a badge, and therefore, Phoenix, head noggin, poke, head noggin, poke. It seems as though that would fit the bill. Alright, anyway. Which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. Oh god, it's me, fuck. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir!
Yeah, this definitely feels like a Damon Gant thing.
The Badger?
Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir!
Gumshoe's the chief of... Oh, no, the chief of detectives made the mascot.
Gumshoe is not the chief of
No,
anything.
Gumshoe
Gumshoe
built
made
it.
that.
Yeah.
He built that, yeah. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process! That was my sole mission for the day, sir!
I see. Sounds like a very important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. Then I relocated the Blue Badge to the room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
I see.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Preferably in green text.
Be me! Be Officer Meekins! Go to the evidence room! Have to guard the Blue Badger!
Be me, sir! Protect the Blue Badger, sir! Move it to the evidence room.
Alright, I mean, I'm gonna press. We gotta press?
Yeah, describe this suspicious man, please.
Hold it! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Not the direction I would have gone, but okay.
Actually, sir, I have one right here around my neck.
I
So
read
he
that
doesn't
as
lose
in-
it. Oh my god!
I read that as in my neck, and I was
In-
like, what?
In his ID photo, he's saluting as well. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? We're gonna get confirmed. Oh look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got some names to go along with that.
There it! This is the one here!
Yeah, Dylan, you're peeking a lot.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir! It's 498-9596! That's my number, sir!
I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown being used twice.
Tap. Please explain, witness.
I went in and I came out and I forgot something and I went back in.
It's no real mystery, sir! The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badge to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
All right.
Here, hold on 1 second, Ori.
Well, we
Before
get to
you
read
hit
the
hold
screen
it.
text again.
Yeah, I can change my mic sensitivity.
No worries.
Boop,
Do what you gotta do.
Boop, 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 boop,
Boop,
boop,
boop,
boop,
boop,
boop, boop, boop.
Dun,
He's
dun,
shaking.
dun, dun,
I was
dun,
shivering
dun,
today,
dun.
just like
Can you still hear me?
Meekins. Yes. Oh, thank you for the
Alright.
follow.
Oh,
T-Dude.
Thank you much.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
T-Dude, are you also T-Sipper on YouTube? Or are you two
Totally
different
different
people?
people.
I'm
we like-
game
No
either way.
chance.
We like to get to know our watchers here. Very friendly community we have.
Alrighty, Dylan.
All right,
Let
I'm
me
ready.
know when you ready? All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, we gotta hold it.
You found
So, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir! A knife!
Yeah, you're good now.
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
Yeah, that checks out.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir! I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him!
Okay,
That's what they teach you in police school!
there's an episode of Bluey where the dads play an octopus and they're just like just waving their arms around, and that's all that I can imagine is just Meekins going like
Doing that?
No, that wasn't it at all! I'm a coptopus, I promise, I know what I'm doing!
Oh, goodness gracious.
But that's how I got this gash in my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
Octopolice. Nice.
I love octopus meat. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
Okay.
That it needs to be pressed.
Hold it! What exactly... Oh, what exactly do you mean when you say you did it? The
Like I said
affair?
before, I'm in the affairs bureau, yeah. No, but seriously, I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The octopus ones.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, he and Maya would get along great.
Crouching sea lion, hidden drag octopus.
The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him with my tentacles.
Okay, Ori, now I need to see what a drag octopus looks like from your perspective.
You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. I see. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew,
Yes.
he punched me right in my face, sir.
I don't see any black or blue.
Well, no,
I don't
it was...
easy.
It
I'm
knocked
a
him
man.
out. Oh my god.
This
What am I
chaotic
doing?
man.
Hold it! What about the time? Oh god, I'm having a rough time. About what
take two.
time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
You don't wear a watch or have a clock in there, but I guess you're right. I'm so used to everything having to do with clocks getting broken over people's heads.
No,
And just
We
having
have
the
a
time.
sombrero in Officer Marshall's room that tells the
Oh
time.
my god.
It says Olay on the hour.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
I bet it was Jake Marshall.
He hit me right in the head too.
Oh.
That must have hurt.
I woke up crying tears of pain.
Oh.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Dedication. Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. How did this man become a police officer in the first place? I mean, really, the negligence. Oh, but I suppose also, was the man, this officer, murdered, really the victim?
He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell! Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir!
Can't.
Meanwhile, Grant is panicking in the corner like, no, 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 no!
The chief?
That was supposed to be a threat that I just sent you, like that letter in the other case. Delivered it?
What is that? A videotape?
Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! Shh! It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room!
There's the footage. We finally got the footage.
I just realized his
Check.
megaphone is strapped to his shoulder because he can't hold it.
Oh yeah.
Because of the bandaged
Yeah.
hand.
Objection. Tap. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And was told that it had been mistakenly erased.
I think we've been told that too. Marshall, this ain't painting you in a good light.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
It's my generation.
No, no, no. It's the only thing you're good at. Please stop projecting on the rest of us. Thank you.
Looks like the communication with the police department is as good as ever. Now, without Gumshoe, they're freaking dying.
They just fall apart.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
Alright, I'm ready to see what the hell this is.
Oh. Please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
You just called yourself that like 4 times. What?
Murderer it's more of like a description. But murder's the verb, that's the scary one.
A video of a real murder.
Well, too bad. Murder, 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 murder.
Ah!
Stop it, Squidward,
Get me out of here, quick!
a video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? I said that in my head, Meekins. Don't be afraid.
Oh my god. Five Nights at Freddy's vibes.
Oh God, no.
Honestly, though.
Okay, if the freaking hedgehog runs at the camera, I'm just no.
Okay.
Tell me the hedgehog didn't move, please.
No.
This is like weirdly creepy.
I hate this.
Okay. We can never
hate
see his face. Okay, we can literally never see his face. It's always blocked. That's sus as hell. Okay, we see Meekins loud and clear though.
Okay, Meekins
Alright.
is freaky too.
They're, you know, this is like 2010's animation. See? You know,
I
oh,
really.
that's the knife. Yeah,
Octopus
literally.
maneuver!
Okay, there's
He
blood
came
on the
at him.
jacket.
Hard.
He really did.
He came at him hard. But
Yeah, he
God, the blue badger freaking just constantly exactly
It's staring
blocking
into my
his.
soul. Make it
his-
stop.
Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Meekins is right there. He's
No.
down.
Where'd
but
the
his
white
hat is
coat guy
covering
go?
his head.
The white coat guy
That
didn't cross
dude.
in front again.
We literally never saw the white coat guy.
The Caucasian male snuck out with no problem.
We never saw him leave.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God, that was the worst video I have ever seen in my life.
The freaking
That was
odds.
terrible.
Yeah, T2.
No,
The
Ori, you
stab
don't
of
understand.
87, T-dude, I am dying.
Ori, you don't understand. It
That
wasn't
was
the eye.
excellent.
The guy who did the murder is none other than Tim Allen's neighbor from Home Improvement. You can't see
Oh,
the bottom half of his
God.
face. It doesn't
Oh my
exist.
god. No, I did not like
No.
that video. Screw that video.
Okay, the
That
one
was
thing
horrible.
that I wasn't paying attention to, and this is my crackpot red string theory. I wasn't paying attention to whether that locker on the very far left that has the white cloth sticking out of it always had the white cloth sticking out of it. Because somehow dude in white coat got away, right? Like, I don't, like, how did he didn't cross the camera that last
I
time.
did not see him cross the camera to exit, and as
He
far
did
as we
not.
know, that room only has one exit.
Exactly.
And I don't think there's a way to go behind the camera.
Mm,
So
He would have had to, like,
yeah,
crawl.
there's a huge gap.
I think he would have had to crawl because we didn't see the bottom of the blue badger, right? Or the floor. So he could have crawled underneath the camera.
He would have
Yes, he
had to
could.
be aware of the camera.
But he's a detective, so he
but
would
I
know.
think as the detective, he would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a possibility. I'd say file that one away for later.
Ugh.
Ugh.
No, Edgeworth hated it as much as me.
I'm just impressed. Like, the first time we heard the story from Meekins, it sounded like the guy just sort of had the evidence knife and then just sort of, like, turned and he was holding it out and Meekins freaked out. But when you watch that video, he
Yeah.
came the fuck at
No,
him.
Meekins
Yeah.
is sneaking.
No. But I'm talking about the
No.
guy in the white coat, like,
Meekins
charged
should
him,
be
like,
dead.
4 times. Like, that
Negan
was
yeah.
should
crazy.
be dead.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. We're never sleeping again.
Yes! Judge! Yes!
Oh my
How
god.
can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
I know. Phoenix is so close to me in my professional life. Oh, so
Oh my
you mean
God.
about the case?
No,
Yeah,
I was
well,
talking about the horrifying Sanic badger.
yes, that's the feelings that are unresolved stirring within me. Of course, those feelings. Yes. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Evil. It was evil.
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir.
Burn
mean,
it!
Gumshoe, you know, I
It's the
can't
Blue
blame him.
Badger, sir.
Gumshoe, I love ya. Burn it.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Ugh. I want to watch it again.
I don't. Yes. Well, anyway, I will never sleep again, but this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone
In a white coat and fedora.
in the evidence room, and some sort of
Yeah, you're
activity
wrong.
took place.
Instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice.
Okay, but why did Gant give him that evidence?
Yeah.
Is
Gant?
that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Gant's a bit of a puppeteer
Oh,
here.
very much.
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
That's why the blue badger moves like that, because it's just Gant pulling the strings in the background.
No.
And that's how the flag
His
always
day job.
perfectly
No.
covered the dude's face the whole time.
God.
If Gant was pulling the strings, it would go a lot more smoothly.
I disagree. There's so many variables.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir.
Oh no, there is very much question.
I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do.
That is true.
It's very easy to copy fingerprints.
Changelings!
Ant-Man has
This
shown
is what
us.
I'm saying. Changelings the whole time.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Shh! So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint?
The things that are on the hands of every detective's fingers, Your Honor.
Oh, I don't have them. I burned mine off years ago.
Yes, the CIA has an interesting requirement. But anyway, equipped with each locker for the detective is a fingerprint-activated lock.
Fingerprints didn't come included in my job description.
These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Have they never seen, not Night at the Museum? Freaking National
Ant-Man?
Treasure. No, National Treasure. Right when
Oh, that
he puts his the little finger condom on, and he like lifts the fingerprint from the glass, the wine glass.
condom?
That's what they're called. Okay.
Sorry.
Mars, do not ask questions you don't want the answer.
Oh, I will very much ask questions.
That's what they're called.
They're not called gloves? Really?
No.
They're
It's
called
just
gloves,
one.
yes!
No, it's just one. Go watch National Treasure, guys.
They
Come
call
on.
them fingy gloves.
No, it's literally a single
I
finger.
find it very hard to believe that Disney would put some like finger condoms in their family-friendly.
No. It's
action
what they're
movie.
called, but nobody's gonna. They don't say the word.
That's not what they're called, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up and prove y'all wrong, but I don't know where this
Are we betting
cross-examination
Quatlu?
will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start.
Hell yeah!
I literally typed in the words finger condoms into Google, and immediately exactly what I'm talking about came up. They're freaking in a box that says finger condoms.
Alright.
No, Mars, don't give in. Your search results on Google are dependent on what your previous searches are. Unless it was an incognito tab. This is just because Ori searches very bizarre things in her off time.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, she is writing a series, and as a writer myself, I can attest that you do end up searching for things that would put you on a list.
They're also called finger cots, apparently.
I much prefer that name.
Me
Okay.
too.
I was taught in health class that they're called finger condoms, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Why in
Alright.
health class?
Think about it. But I'm gonna press. Hold it. Tap. No, there's no tap.
Oh,
Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Sir, technically speaking, since I was looking at good man, every look is good, sir. But if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter.
The
what the hell?
But you were standing right in front of him, were you not? And also, I think that's a step ladder.
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. My octopus technique was very effective, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who directly at people when talking with them, you see?
I beg to differ. You've been making bug eyes since we met you.
Dylan, are you very animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, calm it down a little bit. It's affecting the audio quality. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it.
Oh, that's Quatlu right there.
Damn.
Handless gloves.
Okay, why is he so certain it was Detective Goodman if he didn't see the face?
Hold it! But you don't know that for sure, do you? You just thought his iconic style was, good enough as a fingerprint because you never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that.
Why is this guy reminding me of the scene from Shrek 3 when Pinocchio is double talking to avoid lying? Like, literally, it's that vibe.
That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
I can't tell if he's being super sus or just incredibly incompetent.
Can it be both?
Both is good.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me?
'Cause
You
you're on the
need to
stand.
verify it.
If I had to label your stares as disturbing or Meekins.
Ooh,
Christ.
what the?
Having been shown a questionable video at band, we are not in the best of mood. Now please, be more certain when you testify.
Oh, don't piss off Edgeworth, man.
Yes, sir. You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
All right. Hold it! About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past when I forgot my
Why?
fingers at home. I was originally going to say when I was wearing gloves, didn't want to take them off, but it just kind of came out.
No, I like that better.
Oh, God,
It's
Christ.
the real humor. So
Well,
it works.
was to registered fingerprints, sir.
Oh,
Oh, maybe his isn't a registered fingerprint.
Or, like we talked about before, that like what would happen when a detective dies or retires, like they'd have to put in a new fingerprint. What if they like never actually undo the old fingerprint, right? Or they managed to
Oh.
program in a second fingerprint set, right? So that two people could open the locker or something.
Hmm.
Because they didn't specifically say they only open to the detective's fingerprints, right? They only open to registered fingerprints. And that makes me
Yeah.
believe that there's like, they could have more than one or something.
It's
But-
possible. But they haven't really clarified how this technology works, if it only saves like one fingerprint at a time or multiple.
Exactly.
I
We
think
don't know.
that might be our clincher.
Well, I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
See, that feels sussy wussy to me.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
Meekins, the more you talk, the less I trust you.
Hold it! How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
Rumors?
Rumors?
People in the know?
I wonder if we should have a jinx spot on the bingo card.
The workers in the oh shit. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed.
Oh,
Edgeworth,
you
where
know
did
how
you
those
become
old
the
lunch
patrolman?
ladies like to gossip.
They're the spoon. They like to stir the pot.
They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Maybe that would calm down if you stopped having all these affairs. I don't know.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman.
Okay, so that's certain.
I verified this information through a more reliable source.
Define reliable.
No.
Well, okay then. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
Hold it! Couldn't you tap? However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, and that's the man's face.
If I may say something, sir?
No. I mean, please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
Oh god.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock.
I don't like how much they're like harping on this fact because this is definitely like the easiest thing to
Kind
fake.
of important, you know?
Yeah.
And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir!
Oh no.
Shh! My unsettled state can testify after this, sir!
Yes, you have a point. You seem entirely unsettled. The footage doesn't lie.
That is. Unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Heyo! Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? I mean, I'm gonna have to say that
There's
is
a
a problem.
There definitely is.
Because regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out by the time you ask me the question.
Strange.
Yeah, the guy disappeared.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, you're right. That is it. I'm like so focused on like the minutia because the Ace Attorney is always like, you need to do like step A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7,
And now
A8,
you can go to
and now
B.
you can go to yeah, exactly. And it's like, this contradiction leads to the possibility that tap the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Objection. No, shakes head. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We usually don't have court proposals. You should have told me if you were setting up something big.
You told me not to have those unresolved feelings settled right now, Your Honor. No, not those. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
Sure.
He would want me to point it out, wouldn't he? How
You
dare
would want
he?
me to actually
Mhm.
put up
Very
the
well.
show, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence.
We'll get married later, but how dare he want me to actually show the contradiction that I'm talking about? I can't believe
The
him.
judge will obfuscate the wedding. I will now play the security tape. No, I
mean
don't want to
officially?
watch it again.
What, Dylan?
Mars, did you mean officiate the wedding?
I said obfuscate, didn't I?
Yeah, you said obfuscate.
I meant officiate.
No.
Does
it
anybody
makes
have
sense. The judge
objections?
said-
Judge. Objection!
The judge did say, proposal accepted. So he intercepted Edgeworth's romance.
That
Oh,
is
God.
true.
Jeez.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. But keep it to a minimum. I really don't want to see that video again.
I have to point out a problem. In the video, my finger's only good at pointing to stagnant objects and not moving pictures. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Phoenix, level up.
Well, this is the first time I've had to do that. I guess it's better learn now or never.
You could do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video.
Oh, high tech.
Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Okay, I also want to see if that piece of fabric is sticking out of the locker at the beginning or later.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
Oh, look! Forward, backward, forward, backward.
How did you not see his goddamn face? Forward, backward. Think about what you did. Forward, backward. Is this cruel and unusual
Now
punishment
that's
to you?
cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh. How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not have been Detective Goodman?
Wait. It's not sticking out! It's not sticking out! It's not sticking out! It's not sticking out!
yeah.
It's not sticking out!
Nothing
It's not
in that
sticking out!
locker.
Wait,
But I
Ori,
don't think that's important yet.
It is
Ori,
important.
did you say something?
Yes?
I didn't catch it the first 8 times. Could you say it one more time?
It's not sticking out! There's no fabric right there!
but
Wait,
I
I don't
don't
know what
think
you're
that's
talking about.
important yet. So
Sorry.
there was a fabric sticking out of one of the lockers
Yeah,
all the way
remember,
to
and
the
when we
left
see
when
it,
we investigated in
and then at
person.
the
Oh,
end-
guys!
It's not here.
Wait, guys! If you look, there's no fabric sticking out of that
Oh my
locker in
God.
the
Oh,
first one,
shit!
top left.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh, Ori,
What
can we
is
take that
this?
as your confession?
Yeah, what? Wait. Okay, so we see him.
Ugh.
We see
That guy
him go
fucking
back.
Dio walks.
He does.
I
He does Dio walk.
This is so unsettling. Guys, chat, you don't know. Oh, something fell out.
Oh,
True.
wait, you're right.
Something fell out onto the
Yeah,
floor.
a letter.
Oh, the glove. The glove.
The
Oh,
glove.
the glove.
That's why the glove was there. Okay.
Yeah. So he
I
looks
really
in there.
hate this. Like,
I'm
chat,
waiting for
I'm
it
not
to make-
kidding you. I have to force myself to watch this.
It's still not sticking out.
I really
It's
don't
the
like
music.
this video.
The music
is
really
The
kills it.
music. The
It's
music
not.
just gives
Okay.
it this unintentional
So then he
creepy
has a
vibe.
knife.
The flag.
Okay.
The flag is. Wait, go back. And I hate that I'm saying go back. Look how much the flag is hiding his face from the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all of
it's
it,
Like,
the
Wilson.
whole
it's
time.
all perfectly timed.
It's Wilson, of course.
Yeah, he
It's
really went
literally
at him.
all perfectly timed. Like, he is behind that flag the entire time.
See, okay, so he's not here, right? We zoom back to Meekins. There was no fabric in the corner there. We come back
And
to
there's
Meekins.
literally
There's
no one.
dude, and we come back and we look at it, and there's
I wonder if something will be sticking out of the locker.
and there it is.
There's something
there.
sticking
There it
out of the
is.
It's
locker.
there. Yeah.
So I think this is where we should present.
Wait. Rewind it back to
But
when
how
they
does
first.
that prove
make
that
the
it's
stabbing.
not Goodman?
Hold on. Rewind back to when they first do the stabbing, and then play from there.
I think this is. It looped.
This is
It
the
looped.
start of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
looped.
did.
Hold, it looped. I couldn't really
Okay,
do much
so
about it.
there's, we'll put it in air quotes, Goodman.
Yeah.
Flag
So he
hiding
comes
face.
back.
Can't see anything.
Okay, so you want to go here,
Meekin's
Dylan?
sneaking up.
No, keep
Right,
going.
but-
Keep going. You're fine. Just keep
Okay, Goodman lashes out. Meekins tries to take him. Goodman rushes him.
There's still no fabric.
Still
Yep.
no fabric.
We cut back. We see Meekins down.
And it should be Meekins on the ground.
with the thing open.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay,
going.
keep going. Keep going. Keep it going.
Seriously, hate this thing.
And
Got
that's
it.
the end.
So what happened? I was looking at the time there,
Oh
and
yeah.
there was no editing. So
Oh,
what happened was
okay.
someone paused the camera, and then that's when something happened.
Wait,
Well,
the
I'm-
timestamp
The
The
changed?
timestamp
timestamp did not change.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It paused, and so someone did shit. and
When did
then-
it pause?
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's not ever interrupted. The time is normal. But the
Yeah.
only way things could have happened is if they actually paused the camera, because then when they
Oh.
later on resume it, you wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm gonna present here though.
Yeah.
it's the only noticeable difference I see.
I
I
agree.
just don't know how it. What'd you
Take
click on?
that.
Oh.
Oh, was I supposed to actually point? Oh, damn it.
I think you were actually supposed to point.
Oh,
Court?
no.
Here's
I
a
just-
random
I was just like, here's the screen cap that I want. I'm just gonna enter. Shit. All right. Well, the thing
Oops.
that's strange about this video would have to be this random thing that I pointed at because I needed a moment. I needed practice. I didn't understand how to do it on a video yet.
Hold on a
must be
second.
doing
I
it
need to
very
use
well.
my eye drops.
What'd you say, Dylan?
You must have missed it by a pixel, Ori.
No.
That was quite a few pixels. Well, I don't get it.
Yeah. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? A
Don't
moment.
look at me with those bleary eyes.
Okay, give me a second chance. This was a warm up.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again.
Aw, look at that. Edgeworth giving you a second chance.
Now what do I do? Play the
Play-
video again,
play it
and I'll
again.
actually do it very well. Let's try this again. My fingers
Just
are all
remember
warmed
one
up.
thing. Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, somebody gets hurt.
Says the one pointing his finger at us.
Oh goodness.
I will now play the security tape. I got my security blanket with me this time. It's fine.
Alright. Okay, we can do it. I promise. I played it a lot, Meekins. I'm gonna just keep playing it.
Yeah,
It's just
you
gonna-
you kind of just gotta suck it up,
Okay,
Meekins.
okay.
I'm sorry. Fast forward,
what's that-
fast forward.
What's that hand on the screen there, Rory? What's that for?
Oh my god. Nothing important. My finger is just here.
Okay.
I pointed
So,
at it with
Luck
my own
falls out of
finger.
the locker. Meekins comes.
Oh, well.
Attack, attack, attack.
Still nothing. Still nothing. Look back. Have it come back. Okay.
Yeah, something in the
Now-
locker that clearly wasn't there before.
Take that! I actually pointed this time.
Hell
Zap!
yeah!
The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this point.
Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that.
He's bluffing for sure.
What could it mean?
Objection. Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright. But you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise.
The point?
What you were looking for is one thing and only one thing. Something that indicates that the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Phew! I almost walked right into the defense's trap.
What?
Ah! I'll place him under arrest, sir!
Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Okay, see, we skipped A to B, right? We got to
we did.
B. I think the answer is the glove. Because he drops the glove, right?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
that is him using
Yeah.
not his own fingerprints, right? Something like
But
that.
the glove falls out of the locker.
Out of the lockers.
Yeah, but
right.
after he, like, uses it? I don't know.
I don't think he used it. I think it was stored in the locker.
Okay, we'll play the video again. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Just please don't play the video too many times because
I'm gonna keep playing it, Meekins, so shut up!
Megan, suck it up. Okay, this guy is not Goodman. We need to find evidence of that.
Why is he not Goodman? Okay.
Why is he not Goodman?
Yeah, we
Okay,
don't see
he
his
walks
face.
by.
I don't
we
see a
can't his
glove.
face.
Can't see a glove.
Do we know anything about handedness? Okay, the glove falls out.
He's
Ah,
looking in the
Oh,
locker.
that's his shirt sleeve. There's Meekins.
I don't... God, fuck. I don't know.
Okay, does Meekins attack him in a way where a bruise was not visible on the body?
See, where did this blood come from?
Megan.
Oh, yeah, his hand. He, like, grabbed
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But was... Okay, I think it has something to do with the attack because, okay, here's my crackpot theory. I'm thinking that there's a bruise on this guy that was not on Goodman's body. And that would show, like, that was not Goodman because that bruise wasn't there,
We don't have a
like,
good
on
result.
the victim's
really.
body. But maybe it's on, Gantz or something.
I don't think we have a Goodman body to really.
Oh, wait, we have an autopsy.
Cause of death, loss of blood, wound, single stab wound was found. Nothing really helpful.
Okay. So,
Found
do we
in
have
the
a
trunk, parking lot, and there's just
The,
car.
the video does not show Goodman being stabbed.
it doesn't.
But how do you tell them that?
I don't know.
See, this rubber glove was from the evidence. He
Yeah.
wouldn't need that to get into a locker.
Okay, maybe it's something with the lights. Indicator lamp lights when it's open. Maybe there's something with the light.
Hmm.
Let's look at the light.
Yeah, let's look at the lights. I think you gotta rewind it a bit.
Oh yeah, I will. Okay, see the light's open,
Okay, the light is on.
but let's see if it's open before he comes in. Right. Let's see if it's open the whole time. Ooh. Okay.
Mm.
So.
Okay, we
Okay.
might be
so
on
he's walking
something.
in. He's walking in.
Wait, you gotta rewind it further.
No. He just walked in.
He's actually opening it though. Too late.
Okay.
Yeah,
Too
you
late,
gotta
too
go
late. All
further.
right.
It would be
The
here.
light's always on!
Yes.
The light's always
Light's
on!
on!
The light's
The
always
light's
on!
already
The
on!
light's already
It's already on! We found it!
We
Ugh!
did.
Bitchin'!
Bingo!
Tap! The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. The light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very, very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
Tap! If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
Well, yeah, it's a video, sir.
Look at this moving photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh about the contradictions.
How often do you use that quote every time?
It's kind of his thing now.
It's a good quote. We're just gonna watch the whole video again? When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Okay.
You know, we gotta lay out the pieces
this
for
was
everybody.
a really slow thing with the video, I gotta say. Whew.
I still think the blue badger is there purposefully because it is perfectly covering his face.
It like stutters
that
when
is-
it covers his face.
No,
Picture perfect.
it's just funny. It's just like the Simpsons movie, you know?
I don't think so.
He
I think there's more
No.
to it.
No, Mars, no.
notice the light.
What's this? It's already lit.
The glove was holding the door slightly open. That's why it fell out.
Oh,
That's the
you're
big brain
right.
move. So
who's-
Goodman,
so it is Goodman's locker. I think he left the glove.
he left it
there.
open for someone to fake being him, to give
Cool.
him an alibi, something like that.
Yeah.
Nod. Precisely my point, Your Honor.
This
The
is
locker
getting
was already open
interesting.
before the victim grabbed the handle. Jesus.
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this?
Meekins, you gotta be careful. If you do that too hard, you're gonna be a self-murderer. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
Objection. Tap. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor wouldn't detect. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
I should certainly hope so. Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut.
It's okay, Your Honor. You'll learn.
One day. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Fuck yeah, I do. Me, Your Honor. I mean,
Yes,
I'm confident. Yes, me, Your Honor.
Why wasn't the locker locked?
Forget what Phoenix looks like right now. I know what's going on. Yes, will you see? This isn't exactly my field, but I have an idea. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like, jammed the system sensor?
I'm doing the Blue Badger dance, 'cause I'm right. Something jammed the sensor, say. There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too!
Sherlock Holmes 2, baby.
There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage!
Oh, I know right where it is.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more.
There is a lot of video in
Mr.
this.
Meekins is crying.
The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point this out.
Okay. Fast forward.
We need the glove to fall out.
What's the name of that animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's? It's like a bird.
Chica.
Chica?
Yeah. I'm waiting for Chica noises to start playing with the animatronic on screen.
No!
Take that! Tap! Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
They really have to rewind it.
Yeah, they do.
They gotta spell things out for the judge.
Yeah, he really doesn't know what's going on, does he?
He would get lost in the parking lot. What's this?
That's a video,
Something
Your Honor, remember?
white fell out of the locker.
Ah! But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened.
Very good.
I often
Meekins.
fall out and roll great distances when I open my...
Shut up! We can't be sure that the item is completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm at my car when I...
Not you.
No, the sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted? I'm not familiar with that word.
Let's watch it again. Sorry, Meekins, this isn't me.
You're burning this tape into my retinas. Something the blue badger really does not have.
That's the Chica breathing noise.
Hey,
Oh,
Ori,
I hate that. Thanks.
how about you fucking don't?
Now that was ASMR quality.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie.
How many doors have you got stuck in?
2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in my door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir.
Just
Oh
the
my
one door,
God!
over and over and over again.
Instead of the door closing, my neckties.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Well, good thing that our evidence says extremely thin rubber glove. Oh, spells it out.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents.
Rubber.
It would need to be an insulator.
There we go.
Hey, look at that. Phoenix
Look
Wright
at
educating
this.
all of us. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene.
Did you know that wood is an incredibly good insulator?
There was
There-
ice.
I know I've heard that
Yes,
somewhere before.
ice is too, especially like distilled water ice.
Oh.
There might have been something that fits the description.
Sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out. Meekins can shut up. No more explanations.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant... I don't know what
Bingo.
happened there.
Bingo!
Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? I legit have no idea what happened there.
Demonic
Oh.
possession.
My brain is broken from watching that video way too many times.
Okay, you know what I think is interesting? Sometimes they dumb the stuff in this game down a ton, but then they're just like, no, everybody knows what an insulator is. Every person playing this game knows what an insulator is, right? You know,
Well,
like
yeah, scientifically speaking,
I don't think it's so specific that people couldn't figure it out because we picked up that glove at the locker at the scene of the crime.
I
think people would be able to put 2 and 2 together. Plus, we've got a couple like white things in
it does
here
look like
that
a
came
glove
from
on
the
the
scene of the
camera. That is very.
crime.
It also looks like a glove on the video.
Yeah.
Present.
I feel like people could put 2 and 2 together.
Take that. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
Oh, we can. See this tag? See this tag? It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Tap. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sure. It would appear so, sir.
Order! 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 So, are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection. Do not be misled, Your Honor.
No, you
What?
do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I
What
finally
the fault of
understand what's
Phoenix's-
going on.
Apparently not, Your Honor. I'm asking it to fault of Phoenix's wild. The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman.
Prove it. Prove it, bitch. You got nothing?
Yeah,
I don't have to...
where's your pilfered evidence?
Well, allow me to offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meegan, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
His poor hand.
He really is abusing it.
Is this a joke? This is one
Very
of those
well.
non-joke crimes. Advanced murder.
Begin your testimony.
Mystery Man 2.
Ah, man, we got a sequel!
There's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir.
Electric Boogaloo.
To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card.
Yes, I've thought
It
about this.
could have been swiped.
When an ID card is used, there's a record of it.
1. If Mr. Jake Marshall is in on it, he totally just opened the door for him. 2. It could have been somebody else's card swiped in between. Or 3. He used the card. Goodman and the fake Goodman split
Why
ways.
are you interrupting
at
my
the thing.
testimony?
Okay, Jesus.
Ah! At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
But he couldn't show it to you afterwards.
An ID card record. I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, This is without a doubt the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. That's right, I can think too. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
Ooh. Judges is cluing in sometimes.
That particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Yeah. Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too. Although, it doesn't make much of a difference. I use so much freaking gel. Ugh.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right. I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. We press.
Yeah, we're just pressing everything. Press everything. Hold it. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir.
Can you not use your other hand?
No, I have a microphone in it, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
That's what I just said.
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Judges catch it on. Hold it! Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir. The card right next to my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
Aww.
Aww.
Remember what I said? 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car?
The third time it's his neck ID tag!
It probably
Yes!
is.
Yes!
Yup.
It's just as you said, sir.
Uh,
Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Oh, goody for them.
But you can get a new one. Gumshoe said that you could get a new one. And so, because Gumshoe
there's-
lost his, so Goodman
True.
faked losing his. Got a second one.
Or someone stole Goodman's, and Goodman actually lost it, and then someone else took
Yeah.
it, like, and then he got a new one, you know?
Yeah.
Please, proceed with your testimony. Like, I could
Continue.
definitely see either one being the case. I'm thinking we also have to use the Occam's razor assumption. Easiest solution is probably the one.
Not in this game, Mars, not at all.
Well,
It's like the-
sometimes.
No, in this game, it's the opposite of Occam's razor.
I know we've had Occam's razor happen at least once.
Occam's razor is the most
Simple is
simple,
the correct.
is the correct one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
not
easiest
what
solution
happened
is
in
the correct one.
Remember the Gordo one? The Gordy?
Yeah, Gordy. That was
That was
not
the one-
Occam's
That
razor.
was
Ridiculous.
not.
That one was insane. Let it
I
be
feel like
noted.
Occam's razor would be that Edgeworth is correct every time. The most simple explanation?
Honestly,
Will Powers is a murderer.
that is
the
very
most simple
true, though.
explanation? Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Mm.
Edgeworth always is voting for the most simple explanation. We have to go hoopty-loopty on it and be like, no. That's not how it works. Every
This
time,
is what went down.
right?
Yeah.
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. He was a good man.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
I don't. I don't understand why that matters. He went much earlier, and like other people use the room. Like I don't know why.
A bow. So it is, Your Honor.
Oh my god. Not that prosecutor
Not that
again.
prosecutor again. Maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence.
Is that man in blue sweating?
Don't stare at him! He's gonna kill you!
You've got the wrong color, kid.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
Why? I don't like before? Okay. This one I do not understand. I guess they're trying to say that he was the one who put the glove in the door, but he couldn't have been because he is not Goodman. He can't open Goodman's locker, right? So like, why are they
It would
coming
have
at
to be
Edgeworth right
Goodman.
now?
Set it up for the next person.
Nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. But for now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
The judge going to Edgeworth, like the inquiry committee might want to speak with you again, is the equivalent of Edgeworth going to Gumshoe. Yeah, think about that when it's time for your review. You know, like, oh my god.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him.
Hold it! Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Unless it was on his knife.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers engraved on the knife. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked?
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
Okay, so now it's time to show evidence to a statement. So let's see what we have. It's not my badge.
Is it not the badge?
It's not my badge. It's never my badge. Okay, we have the ID card. That doesn't matter. We have the knife. We have the stub. Badger. That's interesting, that, you know, having to have a note with it on it. You know, that could be interesting. I don't really care about that. Shoe. Fingerprints.
Screwdriver.
Scene of the stabbing. What is this? Oh, this is where we found the blood stuff in the room. Okay.
Yeah. So that was basically used to prove he died in that room, not at the parking lot.
Yeah. This is.
Bloody.
Hmm. No, this is not what I want.
That doesn't help. Check the sign-in sheet again. Because they keep referencing that.
Who is the 777? It doesn't really matter. He went in and he went out. I don't know.
Yeah. Trying
Any ideas, Dylan?
think.
I don't know how to present it.
In the video, do we see him like pocketing an ID as he's walking by?
Like, he doesn't
No.
sign out. Is the
His
thing.
hand's out. You don't have to sign out.
Okay.
To enter the room, you must use their ID card. When an ID card used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime,
Okay.
the detective has used his card. This one's, I don't, I agree, T-Dude, but I don't know how to, like, how do I make him talk about that? That's my problem with this game, is how do I make him talk about anything? Is 7777 the guest card? I don't think I have that anymore. I think Emma has that, so I don't get to see the
Yeah,
guest card.
He gave that away.
I think Emma has it, not me. Doesn't really matter.
We haven't gotten to the unstable jar. Check out the lost report.
See, this is he messed up, right? He messed up writing it.
Yeah.
So that gives me, like, maybe he thought his card is different.
You know, I'm wondering
is there a
if
file?
someone filled that out. Okay, somebody was filling that out, right?
Yeah,
So, what if it wasn't Goodman who was filling out that
Right.
missing ID? What if it was someone else trying to get a new one?
How do we use it, though?
Yeah, I don't know what to, like, present with that, though. Right? Like,
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm lost on this one.
What? I don't know what to present. God.
Should we try pushing again just to see what they said? Because
Ye-
Phoenix is like, the answer is obvious. So this should be standing out to us. Maybe it is that 777 number.
Because my thing is that, like, what was I gonna say? My thing is that
Like, if the game is
We-
telling me it's easy, I'm gonna think easy.
Maybe we just present the ID? Because, like, you can lose it? I think, like,
Yeah, this was a short
I'm
testimony.
gonna do this one. To enter the room, you must use their ID. So that means anybody could use an ID, right? Like, I don't
Yeah.
think... So that's why I think I'm gonna do the ID card to this
It
statement.
doesn't necessarily have to be their ID card.
Exactly.
You could take someone's ID
that's why-
card.
And so even if the guy actually had the ID card, right, he wasn't Goodman. So if he showed
Yeah.
Meekins his ID card, he would immediately know that the face and the ID face were not the same. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Okay.
present. Objection! Tap!
Oh, the
Wait
music
one
did go
moment,
away.
Officer Meekins.
Good awaiting, sir. Or much else.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the scene of the crime. The second crime, the other
He
crime.
found it in the parking lot,
Yeah, exactly.
not in the evidence room.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, I bet.
That is, yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, no, when I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department, Your Honor. I mean the other crime scene, the original one that we were trying originally. Point, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Oh, see, it did come up.
Here's how we get to it. Okay. Lost item report? It's only half completed.
I kept interpreting lost item as, like, lost evidence, not, like, lost my personal items or effects.
Same, to be honest.
Yeah. But it shows that Defective Goodman... Defective Goodman...
Oof, demoted
Hello,
in
princess.
death. Ouch.
Welcome, princess. We're having a... We're having a trial.
Hi, princess. Welcome, welcome. We're doing good, thank you. How about you?
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. That's why Defective Goodman could have had the card. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card?
Yeah, 'cause he started writing the number right, but remember, I think both Gant and Gumshoe have stated that it is hell to remember the freaking numbers on your ID card, so that's why he messed up writing the numbers. He did 5-9 instead of 5-8, because it was just hard to remember. I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order, order. So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not God, I said it again. Was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card, Defective Goodman.
We have Mr. Goodman and Mr. Badman.
Mr. Bad Woman.
Nice, yeah.
Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
Oh ho.
Oh?
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Edgeworth, I can't tell if you're sincere or not because, you always
I
sound
don't know,
insincere with
Phoenix.
your voice.
He's making those eyes at you and he's saying bravo. I'd say take it.
Bravo. Thank you for the
Allow me
follow,
to summarize
princess.
the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta say, I don't know what direction it's going, but if it's the team up route, I like the team up route.
Well, what's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. You know, the one we're actually on trial for?
Yeah, that is, well, I guess that's right. I'm right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing around your finger.
This isn't going to end well.
Head tappy, head tappy. Well, now, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such great lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
I believe I just spent 5 minutes doing so, but very well.
I'll explain it again. I couldn't follow.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. Not at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So,
Tap. So, the real crime can only take place at one location. The underground parking lot.
I agree.
At the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant.
No, wait, hold on. We're not there yet.
The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
we've been over this.
Ah! I didn't mean to prove it this way. I proved too hard. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Oh, not team up route.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered.
To be fair, this is the team-up route.
Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Which this supposedly was, originally.
Ow. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get out of this mess? Of course I'm going to object, and the button shows itself. I press. Objection. Tap. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright?
Yarhar, Princess.
Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
No, of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about, almost?
This cross-examination has proven one thing, and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. As we really watch the slow entire thing all over again, because we really need to see it over and over and over again. At least it doesn't have the
really
music,
do.
though. Oh my god, he's Golden Freddy. Look at that. He's slumped over. He's just lying there dead. It's Golden Freddy. I'm hip.
literally expecting, like, a jump scare at any moment.
Tap. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Ah, fingies. Specifically, large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Point. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you did.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but if you think that I'm the only person who's supposed to call witnesses, then you're just mistaken about evidence law. I mean, the prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
And
Well, that
I
was
never prepare any
short-sighted.
witnesses at all. All I do is cross-examine, nothing else.
Well, to be fair, you prepared a parrot that one time, right, Phoenix?
Oh shit, you're right. However, I still only cross-examined the parrot. It specifically said cross-examination. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. I am called a witness, bitch.
Mr. Wright, do you mean?
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name
Marshall.
before deciding whether or not to comply.
That's not how it works, I don't think. I think I just get to call a witness, right?
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify. What is his or her name?
I really have to do this whole thing. Let's do Gant. No, okay.
No.
We're on Marshall, right? I'm not gonna make that mistake again. We're on
We're
Marshall.
definitely on Marshall.
I'm pressing E to present. Take that, Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel that we should hear what he has to say, especially why this tape wasn't brought to the court's attention earlier.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request.
Yes, it is cowboy voice time.
It is. Time for
Since
ASMR
he-
cowboy.
No ASMR. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony.
If I give Jake Marshall a lunch, then it will be ASMR cowboy.
Munch.
Damn.
Lunch.
That's actually a good bit. I should totally do that in his voice one time.
It was a fantastic
That was
bit.
the best bit.
Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well.
So not a new day, just a new court bit.
The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is
Subpoena.
Subpoena.
what? Subpoenaed.
Subpoena.
Yes,
I
Dylan.
am a very bad judge.
Why is it spelt that way? Is it a Latin thing?
I don't know.
No, I'm looking at that and my brain wants to pronounce it Sapoanina.
Yeah,
like,
no. It's
whatever.
definitely subpoenade.
Yeah, like
Subpoenade.
I just know it's
I know it's
everything
subpoena.
in me hates this word.
Yeah, English is stupid.
It really is. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Subpoenade.
Preparing a witness is just pep talks.
You can do this. You can win the.
Now, you're gonna go in there, and it's gonna be scary, but you'll get through this.
You might have to watch that jump scare video like 8 times, but you'll make it through.
Court is now in recess.
Alright. Well, alright.
Can we play freeze tag during recess, Your Honor? Doom, doom.
February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
Oh, so she knows. I haven't figured anything out. I'm just sort of grasping at straws like I always do until I get the long one.
Lana? You're the one who knows everything! Emma? You always know everything! Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you! I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
If I was Mia, would that have made you feel better? Like, I used to be able to call her here kind of in, like, her sister's body, but, you know, she's kind of away right now to do that better, so,
How can you be so cold?
It's February.
Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Guess I am. I'll come back later.
No, Gumshoe, wait, no! What is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Jeez.
I called you here? What?
Sorry, detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh. Oh ho! Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho 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 ho! You mean this, right?
Yes, that. Thank you for the Santa impersonation.
I was just gonna say.
My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances and a kitty trying to climb on my laptop. Hey! Over there! Wouldn't be stream if my cat didn't interrupt. I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
Thanks. My name? This is how
Yes,
Edgeworth
it's called-
gets into trouble.
It's
Come
called
on.
identity theft, Mr.
It
Wright.
really is, isn't it?
You're lucky I didn't open a card in your name.
Oh, God.
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident?
But, Lana! I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here.
So you know what evidence I need, but you can't tell me what the fuck is going on,
That's your job to figure out.
Why?
Here, you might do well to read them.
Great. Skimming.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
Then it's all coming together. Miss Sky was a witness? Kronk, it's all coming together.
Joe Dark
It truly
killings.
is.
Joe Dark!
That's me. I am the serial killer,
Wow.
Joe Dark. Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma? But why? Why is your name here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident, is that...
Killed their parents?
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No. No, Lana! That's over with! No!
Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. I got that thing I'm doing. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Oh, yeah. I had that
Thomas, you
thing.
run! Don't leave me! Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, David Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone's involved in this case except me, and they're connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I don't get time to read this freaking stack!
Nope.
I'd better take a good look at this file as fast as I can.
I hope you're a speed reader.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Holy crow. Stuff
It's
is
the
getting
turnabout.
intense.
Okay.
Holy
We
wow.
saved. Wow, it's gonna be all trial this episode, guys. Like, solely trial.
Literally. But you know what? We picked a good night to start early because this is a long one.
True. Dun, dun.
February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. What's the opposite
The
of
court-
Joe?
Jim?
Jim Light.
Jane?
Jane Light. There you go. Jane Light.
There we go.
Josephine Light.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
Emma didn't come back.
Crap.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand.
I think this is the first time that the seat next to me is literally completely empty. Oh god.
The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh my god.
Witness, would you please state your name and occupation? Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
Why can nobody just state their name?
Not an answer.
Occasionally helping the elderly across intersections when needed? Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Edgeworth had to fill in this time.
I-
Howling wind. I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before, but I can see it.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
It can try. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Why can we never have a normal witness? Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime.
T-Dude, do you just think every southern accent sounds like McCree at this point? I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I do sound a lot like McCree.
You're not wrong. In plain old English.
You've got the E. Old. Oh god, is he gonna
Not
use
that
Hootenanny?
old.
Is he gonna use Hootenanny? We Hootenanny in?
I do have to say, for people who stuck around for our comic talk a couple Tuesdays ago about writing accents,
Mhm.
this is how you do it. This is how you do it in a way that you get the accent, but it's still easy on the eyes.
My job was to keep a wary eye on the Bone Orchard.
The Bone Orchard. What?
They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway.
So he literally shunned his duties and didn't do his job.
Pretty much.
If I remember right, I was at Street Side Saloon at the time it went down.
Ah! You are!
Huh?
I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
That wasn't plain old English.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
You insult my beard.
Throws knife at judge. Shave it.
And you're the one trimming it every 3 seconds.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean, the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint-activated lock? What kind of those newfangled doohickeys are those?
He
What?
doesn't know.
He's not being very helpful. I wish I had some
He's not
steak.
that good. He's not that good with machine. Or with following orders.
Edgeworth, it was your job to prep him.
He tried. Hi,
Everyone's
Tathis.
got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. Alright, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
This courtroom's not big enough for the both of us. I'm just gonna press.
Gotta be careful
What
during
the-
those fighting words.
I really hope that Phoenix's question to this is, what the fuck is a bone orchard? Hold it! How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room, damn it?
Nope. Disappointment.
You just let him
Sadness.
lie. I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera button. That room's so still.
What about the Blue Badger?
Even time doesn't there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings.
You interred them?
Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape.
Mm,
If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes would be erased every 6 hours.
That is a horrible method.
That is so quick.
That's way too fast. Maybe like every other day at the
Every, like, month.
quickest.
Yeah,
I'm okay with every month.
seriously.
I would be okay with once a week. This is too much. This is just like Miss Old Bag being like, yeah, I threw out any like unsuspicious.
I didn't think it was important enough.
Exactly.
So,
That's right, my spirit haunts this place now. You're hearing me. I will haunt you forever.
each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
So don't do it. Don't
Yeah,
do
which
it.
begs the question why I did it every 6 fucking hours.
Yeah, you died literally like, what, 2,
Oh,
3
no.
times a day?
That makes sense. That's why I'm barely here.
The
A wandering,
recon-
wayward soul floating around.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
agree. It's at this. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. Eh. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Yeah, what is this rounds? Hold it! But you
Like
made
a
your
check?
rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? Well, oh, I told you that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I know lets rules get his way.
Okay, please tell me I'm not the only one who read that as Despacito.
You are the only one who read that as Despacito.
You are the only one in the entire world.
Dang it.
You are just that white, Mars.
Hey!
The second there's a Mexican word, like all of a sudden it's just Despacito. If it's
Okay,
in Spanish.
out of the corner of my eye. Come on.
Uh-huh.
No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime?
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
Sussy wussy.
Excuse me.
Mark your
I
bingos.
said just between you and me, and I was talking to the judge.
Then you should have
Yeah,
talked
well,
quieter.
Phoenix is between him and you, so,
Who's actually
you know,
not?
by default.
No.
Technically he's not, but I wish it was true. Good comeback, though. Judge.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? I'm sorry, I was drinking water.
I know that his accent is, hypnotizing a little bit, but, we gotta move this along.
Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does
No,
this guy
he wasn't
avoid
on
being
the record
fired?
ID, was he?
You know, we're just pressing everything. You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
Tap. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism.
I'm sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines.
That sounds like a cop-out.
Well, I am a cop. I couldn't even tell you how a bike worked.
Okay, well, it's mostly
What?
physics.
What?
It's physics and chains and
it's called turn wheel turn. that's what you do.
I know what to do to pedal a bike, but I can't tell you how a bike works.
No.
okay,
no.
well,
That's
you
how
push
it
on the
works.
pedal. It's connected to a chain. The chain goes
wow.
round and round, and it
No,
makes
no,
the wheel
no,
go
no,
round and
no.
round.
1, you don't even need the chain. 2, literally, you turn wheel turn, you go, like, that's it. Like you don't have to get into, like, the
I'm
crazy
just
shit.
saying,
It's just
there was
turn
a
wheel.
reason why
turn
cowboys
wheel.
used to ride horses. Because
Okay.
bikes weren't invented
I
yet.
would love for you
Maybe
to tell
he
me
is
that
talking
you
about a
know.
motorbike metathesis. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Still, I would love to see if you can tell me how a horse works more than I can
Sure I
tell
can.
you how a bike works.
No. Sure it can. It's got 4 legs. It trots, it runs.
That's not how it works. That's what it does. This man, an enigma. That's quite, incredible.
All right. The way a horse works is hard. There.
Oh, God. Nice.
The sensors on the locker's handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Fucking how? Fucking how? Tell
The
me
locker
how.
opens when they reach for it,
But-
so
No.
problem solved.
If I remember, Gumshoe was like, it's very sensitive to how you put your hand in it, and you really gotta, like, make sure you put your hand on it, like, the right way. So, like, how could you not know? Oh, yeah, the handle only works when I, like, hold it a certain way. Like, what?
Some men just got the luck of the draw.
What? But apparently, Detective Gumshoe said something like that, too. But I thought it was complicated or something.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime.
I
Which
don't know
probably
about
means
that.
that's relevant.
That's very true.
Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
I believe I was in the middle of my 3rd hee-haw for the day.
Oh my god. And his 86th hootenanny. What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti.
He's a spaghetti western.
That doesn't seem very Western.
Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat that parlor's Vongola sepia pasta.
Sepia? Sepia? Why is there a color?
Nah.
What?
It makes sense. Pasta usually is yellow.
That's not really
Do you
sepia.
mean to tell us you were on a lunch break? You abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
All right, chat, go at it. Is spaghetti noodles? That's the question.
No, spaghetti is not noodles.
Well, I think it is. On account of spaghetti western being a thing.
And that's noodles and oodles of fun.
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
God, I'm so hungry.
Bingo. That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
I drink water because I'm hungry.
When you leave your post, people die.
Oh, see, we really got in the chat with this one. Two dudes got some.
Oh man, everyone's off to the races.
That's strange. I wouldn't consider Noodles pasta as Phoenix, but you know, this is usually where Edgeworth says something like, "Did you not want a raise this year?" What? Okay, can I ask you, sir, what the fuck does that mean? Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence.
I would never call it ammo.
If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Because it's high noon. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time.
Like we said, it's always high noon somewhere.
My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems to be clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. You
Okay.
are so fired.
We're going to have to show the fingerprint. That's, I think, the evidence we have to show.
It's definitely.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante. Okay, I think we're just gonna... It's which one do we do, though? Hello, Extreme Bulk Guy. My vote on the noodle spaghetti thing is that all spaghetti is noodles, but not all noodles are spaghetti. And that is my vote. Which one should we do it at? I think... So this is at the time he went down?
He's saying he's somewhere else when this is happening. I think this might be it.
You think this is where we present the fingerprint?
Think so.
Because I think it's definitely the fingerprint.
Yeah, you should do that.
This one? Okay. E to present. Objection! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd that the music stopped? That is, you being called in to testify like this.
That's his serious face.
He's gonna shoot me. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. Allegedly.
And yet, you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
That's the ASMR. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crib. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Yeah, but
In
your bloody
blood?
fingerprints? Objection! That's not what I'm talking about because I only wish it were true, officer. Tap! But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Oh my god. The shoes.
Witness! What's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the scene of the crime?
That would be a good thought, T-Dude, but we used testing fluid, so I don't know. Kind of proves blood.
Yeah. It was definitely blood.
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Are they going to come and tell me that tomato sauce will also show up on luminol?
Hold
Better
on.
not. I'll
Hold
lose
on.
my mind if they do.
Luminol works on blood. And what is tomato sauce? It's the blood of the tomato fruit.
Oh my god.
True?
No.
Technicalities.
You have
was
to
something
stab
with
a
the
tomato.
protein. It was something with the protein. Well, Officer Marshall.
Seems to me. There ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
You're gonna chop mine off?
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall.
Please don't do this to me. Oh god.
About the bloodstained
I think they're
fingerprints?
gonna do it to you.
Please don't do this to me.
They might do it to you. Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. For the love of God, don't say it's tomato sauce.
Hold on.
I will cry.
There's an episode of Adventure Time where Finn and Jake are detectives and they're trying to investigate someone that supposedly harmed Lumpy Space Princess, and they find what they think is blood at the scene, and it turns out to be tomato sauce. After BMO runs some tests, it's actually tomato sauce from pizza sauce, because it was actually that the pizza delivery man stole LSP's heart and not actually like hurt her in any way. It's just a pizza delivery guy, but I'm not ready for this to be freaking spaghetti sauce.
Found at the scene of the crime.
The quotation marks hurt my soul.
Well, like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance.
Okay, he didn't do it.
The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated.
Okay.
Oh,
Whew.
I was worried. Like,
Or
you have
didn't
no
you
idea.
know? Or didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it.
So you say.
I think I was gonna die.
The witness's explanation appears valid.
Allegedly, Your Honor.
Although there's room for doubt.
As there always is.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. I got no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. But that's no fun.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Let's press everything, as we always do.
Press, press, press.
Boop. Hold it. That's because you, how did you put it, pay your respects to the Bone Orchard. Once a month, head into the Bone Zone.
That's a weird way of phrasing it, partner. Yeah, it's an evidence room. But yeah, that and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
The locker with the white fabric appearing
Sticking
out
out
of it.
After the guy who entered
Yeah, sussy wussy. Mm-hmm.
incredibly so. What? What do you mean? Judge, how could you possibly misinterpret that?
I mean what I said.
And I said what I meant. A cowboy is faithful 100%.
I remember that one.
That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming.
Mm-hmm.
He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. I think he knows it. I think he's just playing it up.
Oh, he has to know. How could he not?
Okay, we're gonna keep pressing.
I would.
So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
He was the one impersonating Detective Goodman.
I think so.
My locker is covered. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This whole thing is about a knife and what's in his hand.
Oh.
Nah, he'd never use his shaving knife to stab Meekins.
What if he was in the process of shaving? Then Meekins did his thing and he freaked out. He's like, ah, fa-ching!" My locker is covered with my fingerprint. It just so happened.
That's one heck of a coincidence.
Hold it! Tap! The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1!
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
Huh?
That's not how probability works.
No, I
That's
said
just
one could
not
argue
how
it.
math works.
Now hold your horses there, partner. I said one could argue it. I didn't say they were right.
Well, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Let's get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Because all my cards, all my phones are Face ID. Hold it. Unrelated.
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
What if there was a serial killer that killed people specifically only while they were eating cereal? Then they're not unrelated.
Or someone
The
who
cereal
specifically
cereal.
kills people. He kills people and chops them up and puts them into small, like O shapes.
Oh,
and
that's
puts
the
them in a bowl.
bones.
Mm,
That's why it's a bone
That's
orchard.
it's the
Yeah,
bone
let me-
orchard.
there you go.
There you go.
Then it makes
And-
the
All makes
Cheerios.
sense.
And then it's the bones. The bonios. The
And he
cheery
eats them
bones.
out of this vase of blood,
Mm-hmm. Then it's
and that's the vase of the crime scene.
it's related. I just saw something that called cereal I think it's morning gravel. Cereal.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this.
Everything, Phoenix. Everything.
How did you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the report.
I gotta say, it doesn't seem like you do your job when you're supposed to be making 3 rounds a day and you're out at a different place eating spaghetti.
There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
This man is a walking contradiction.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. And there were multiple detectives, so they would have detected it.
Oh yeah, I think we tried detecting it too.
So that would mean
It's a detective.
the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only conclusion.
We're not Occam's razor in this.
Nope.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
Absolutely not.
The picture.
This seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzard. There's only one reality. That's this.
Oh, and that'll be your downfall.
It really will.
The security tape.
So long as my so long as my trail isn't there, can't say otherwise.
Marshall's razor.
Like a bloody rag in an evidence locker. It doesn't fit in the videotape.
Or a muffler in
This-
a muffler.
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
So happy to have you, Anima.
Oh, always.
All right, so. Oh, wait, too bad it wasn't me in that video, huh? Press?
I'd press.
Hold it! What do you mean by that?
Why would you say that if it weren't important?
You trying to hog tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
Objection, Tap! But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Phoenix.
Blind spots.
Phoenix, it's right there. Use the eye drops. Places you can't see. Oh god. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, aka the guy guarding the frickin' station, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
So very true.
Fiction. Tap. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Yes,
None.
yes we can. We
Yes, Your
spotted
Honor.
this one a while ago.
This is step B that we had to go through A1, A2, A3, A4.
Oh,
to get
literally.
to.
You were not wrong, Ori. You were
I
not
knew it.
wrong.
I knew that's how it works. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
It's just always how it works.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let us have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall. Fast
Okay,
forward, fast
yeah,
forward, please fast forward. Thank you. I still very much hate this video.
Oh. And not there yet. Gotta do one more
No,
pan back.
we'll be there in a moment.
Oh god, this is gonna lose us points if we get it wrong, though.
For the first time this whole trial.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Look at that. See, it's up there. Whew. Okay.
Oof. I'm on the edge of
And-
my...
Present.
click.
Yeah, Anna. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake.
Oh, Anima, my thoughts exactly. I hate that video. It felt like a Five Nights at Freddy's sequence. I thought there was going to be a jump scare. I hate it with a burning passion.
Is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers.
Geographically, the days would probably be minusculely longer in Texas because he is closer to the equator than the poles than most
Now,
of the
what you're
places.
forgetting to
We have
understand, Mr.
established that
Wright.
this guy watched a Western movie once
No.
and
Hold
became
on.
so enamored.
Everything is
He
bigger
has not
in
done
Texas.
extensive research. Research?
Even the
Everything is
days.
bigger in Texas. And the problem is, even the nights. And so, the days are short.
No. Hello, Grenade. Welcome. It's cool kids now that you're here.
Could you sum up what you said in 8 words or less?
Probably not. But I'll try. Tap. 1. You. 2. Now, you can clearly be seen in this video.
6, 7, 8.
I don't know if
Exactly
I'd
8
say
words.
that.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Right there.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Because we just can't do this fast. It's just incredibly slow.
The
Oh.
judge is incredibly slow. We have
Just
to walk
sad
him
time to
through
raid.
step by step.
Thank you for the raids, though, Owlbear Inn and Von Helger.
Hey,
Helger?
thank you for the
Hello,
raids.
hello.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome.
Ah, Jept,
Oh.
nice to see you again.
Whoa! The white cloth! It's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Tap! Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, order! It would seem that the
Hold
only...
your hold. Sorry, partner.
I was
but
speaking.
You...
No one interrupts
Nope.
as the judge.
Sorry, partner. I was talking to you. But you got the wrong man.
Then explain.
Dylan?
Hello? Did we lose him?
No, at this whole pinnacle point. Dylan! Dylan! What happened to Dylan?
I
The
don't
internet
know.
just died.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Are you good now?
Wow, we've never had that happen on your
you know,
end.
I know, right? I hope I'm good now.
You're here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to be Marshall. We don't want that.
Oh wow, you wait like 30 minutes for Mars to come back. I'm gone for
15.
1 millisecond. You're like,
I mean,
oh, we gotta keep the
Dylan.
show going.
Dylan, I think we can afford that. You guys did stall fabulously while I was late earlier. I think we owe you that much.
Yeah, you owe to stall in my place as well.
For 15 minutes, that's the max.
So what if my locker was open?
What do you mean, so what?
That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
We did prove that with not Goodman, unfortunately.
Marshall.
Are his fingers making the finger gun?
Yes, the two-pointed finger gun, yep. Boom. I think that now he actually is ignorant of the fingerprint thing, and not just playing it up.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in.
Oh!
It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
Because you
You
are
are.
obviously blatantly wrong.
This guy ain't just plain dumb. The wheels are turning, but the hamster's dead. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular lock.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now prove it.
We have the locker.
I would just show it.
Yeah,
the
we're showing
indicator and
the locker.
everything.
Take that. He's
Uh,
sweaty.
We're sweating!
A fingerprint sensor?
He's sweaty. Yes, we talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is that?
What's he holding?
Mechanical talk.
Is he holding jerky? What's
I
he
think
holding?
so? It's either that or tufts of grass.
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, it is a flashback.
Tap. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
Oh,
Oh, it is Jerky!
He's chewing the leather.
I only got one word for you, but
Oh!
Oh!
We got him, boys.
Ooh, ooh. That's the wind yelling his name now. Ooh, boy.
That was order, order, order. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you, this is no joke, as murder is one of the non-joke crimes, Officer Marshall.
I love that has just been our running gag. for the
It comes up
entire
every
thing.
freaking time. So now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
To stress jerky. Ole! Please answer the question.
Toro, Toro! Ándale.
Did I use that correctly?
Wait,
No?
see,
Okay.
Now a matador. That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room because the lockers are up against the wall. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right, the only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
I want him to be the killer, yeah?
I like it, yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
victim, I guess, right? Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
He's the victim. We're talking about Goodman being the victim.
Yeah,
At the locker. So it would have been
I believe
him.
so, yeah.
Because
It would be him.
we think he's dressed up. And then he snuck around.
This guy's
and then-
as Goodman.
Yeah.
I think
Take
that's
that.
the consensus, right?
Tap! Officer Marshall was standing right here. And the music stopped, so I think we're Gucci.
There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
No, Your Honor. Well, correct. Only if the detective was actually Goodman, which he wasn't. Tap. I believe the victim in this video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Objection. Tap. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he
He
saw the man's
didn't
face,
see his face.
he'd know for sure.
Objection!
We went through a whole thing about that.
Yeah, may I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. Angry. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it.
Huh?
As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown, just like the wind blew away his poncho just then. Officer Meekins would have realized that the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Yes, even Officer Meekins would have recognized. Don't you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Oh god. Yeah, but I'd have like a
No.
billion nickels at this point, man. Like, come on.
Seriously.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. When is this trial gonna end?
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective.
Oh yeah, it looked like you were breaking pretty good earlier.
Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
You
Well,
already used that.
That's true.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
No? Do I?
Not really?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. Okay, good. The game knows. I'm not trying to. Okay, whew.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. A cowboy can smell it. Oop. Oop. Seems you're the one who could take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious. He's the one. What can I do? Is Edgeworth gonna help? Oh no, not with that face.
Head tap, head tap.
He might help.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
Or not.
Huh?
I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box.
I am thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
To hide the cloth.
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did. Despite the chance it might have been discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
To hide the coat. Like, okay, this is one of those things where it's like, why do we have to have B3? Right?
This is one of those situations where it's like, yes, that for ages 5 and up is coming into play.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
Sounds about right. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
It's his freaking coat! Perhaps. Perhaps the video's the key to our unanswered questions. What?
Huh?
I don't have any evidence, so this video's my only shot. What?
Marshall, just give it up so we don't
just-
have to do this.
I just love this video.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. I am going to have nightmares tonight. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth.
Yes.
Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. There was blood on it.
There was blood on his coat. Yeah, so he
That's
couldn't
it.
walk out with the coat, otherwise people would be suspicious. Okay, there's his coat.
Yep. Hi,
There
Marshall.
he is. Go back.
Okay, clean coat.
Come
Here comes
back,
Meekins.
And pause. Nope, not yet.
Nope, not yet. It's on the second take, I think.
Right
It's
after
right
this.
there.
There it is.
E to present. Take that! Tap. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yet?
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. You don't have prestidigitation.
A bloody white coat.
You couldn't just walk out like that. People would stop and stare, so you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What?
Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated you all.
Woo! We got 3 in a row! All 3 of us screwed up our lines tonight!
Get your bingos, everybody. All right.
I hope you have it now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mm-mm.
Did you get bingo,
2
Anima?
years ago.
If you got bingo, put it in the Discord, please.
Yes.
If you were only half as persistent then as you are today,
Oh.
we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
Oh.
Tap!
I sense some
I wasn't there
blame.
2 years ago, otherwise this would have been fine. But Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
All right. Seems the time has come.
Mm.
Had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. D and dress like him. Take a
You having a bit of internet issues,
Oh,
Dylan? You're cutting
Yeah,
in and
you're
out.
cutting out.
Maybe he'll.
We'll
I'll
take
I'll
that
make an
as a
attempt.
yes.
We'll just make an attempt, right?
You'll make an
Oh,
attempt to do
Nope,
what?
never mind. He's back.
Nope. Or you waited too long.
Go on. Do the line again. Oh?
I'm not fully back, sadly.
Oh, you're not.
Oh,
I was
boy.
gonna make a southern accent attempt as pretending to be Marshall.
Are you kidding me?
Just for fun.
You waited 15 minutes for Mars. This is the discrimination I was arguing
Wait,
on
you're
Oh,
Mars.
there
telling
you
me
go.
you guys weren't practicing the voices of the characters I usually do?
No.
No.
No, and to think Emma's like gone for the half of this trial, so I don't know. I do the judge.
Yeah,
sometimes.
The
literally.
detective's ID and dress like him. I plan to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekin. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera.
Oh, here's the commission.
Mm.
There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room.
That's true.
Mm.
If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Except you're going to explain that Meekins bled that much?
I would say probably, but or he had like a fake blood
Could-
bag, like
It
from
could have
Pathfinder.
been a combined effort.
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
Why did nobody test the blood? This is like a very common thing that we do nowadays. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Oh, what? Why are he just confessed?
Did
Yeah.
so you get to
Okay.
press things now.
When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner?
Yeah, it's kind of my job. The SL9 incident, though.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with that transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself, one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anybody says, partner. That case is mine.
So we have a Goodman rivalry?
Maybe?
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why
Press!
Mm.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
if I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. No, you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card.
Thanks for the follow, Bulldog.
Hey, thank you, Bulldog.
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So, that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report.
I returned his ID card.
Did Angel Star kill Goodman?
I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office in the parking lot.
I planted that evidence. The ID card oh god, I had a The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because the rubber glove just so happened to get stuck in the door. Either it is a coincidence, which I don't think is true because it's Ace Attorney, or someone else planted it. However, I do fully believe that Marshall does not like Goodman and wouldn't have been working with Goodman at this point, so I think Gant did something. Gant's just so sussy-wussy. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in that evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person.
He is. He definitely is.
Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I have to think a little more about his raise this year.
Aww.
Oh, no!
No. I think it's a good thing. I think he's congratulating him. When did Edward get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
Hey, everyone was right.
Oh,
Everyone was right.
You called it, Dylan.
Sure did.
I don't know what to say.
So you knocked out Officer Meekins out and...
So, you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner.
Very true.
I didn't think it would make a difference, though.
Dune.
The security tape is erased every 6 hours.
Still stupid.
If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
Yeah, so how did we get the footage, right? We thought it was erased.
However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekin. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
He was unconscious.
So what you're saying is, on that day...
Okay, I don't think I need to press that. I don't really care. What do we want to show then? What is there... Why do we need to do something here? I'll press it anyway. Just because sometimes... Oh god. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is somewhere related to that case. I better take another look at the files. Oh, we haven't looked at the files yet.
Yeah,
look
maybe
at the files yet.
read those files that Lana gave you.
Here they are.
We haven't had a chance yet.
We really haven't.
Enjoy your document.
It was closed. Joe Dark. Serial murder. Got the death sentence. The victims were Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby. Kirby, if you're still here, look, you're in the game. Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates.
I see a Neil Marshall.
Marshall, his father,
Whoa.
his brother, his son.
Mother?
Yeah, that's it. That's why he cares so much.
Yeah, and head
I think
prosecutor
so.
Miles
And then
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth didn't get him fully prosecuted, right? And they
I
had to
don't-
make up evidence to get him prosecuted.
Yeah, but
Maybe
they
it
still
says
got the
on the
guy
front.
supposedly. Maybe
Right.
maybe Marshall knows that it's not actually the guy that they sentenced to death. And then witnesses with Lana and Emma Skye, so that's why he doesn't like Lana. The executive investigators were Lana and Damon Gant, and the head investigator was Bruce Goodman, who did a bad job because they had to
And
forge all the evidence and stuff. And Jake Marshall and
Under
Adrian
him.
Starr.
Under his
Okay.
leadership.
So let's
All right, now
present.
what line?
Yeah.
Maybe it's this one. He couldn't stand by and let it die.
Okay, maybe. I'm just gonna think, because this is the rest of it. Yeah, I'll do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one.
Because it's
Dylan,
like,
any-
why couldn't he let it die? Why the involvement?
I think that's it. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Objection! Your Honor!
Nope, the music
Nope.
didn't.
What do you think about this statement? Damn it.
Ah, never mind. Don't listen to me. But okay, is there another line? Because it does say at the end, look at the files.
It
All right, we're looking for a contradiction.
clearly contradicts the, I thought,
Nope. Dang it, I'm sorry, I ruined our streak.
It's okay. I don't care about the health, it's your thing.
I care about the health. I hate losing health. We're just gonna pretend this didn't happen.
No, it happened right there.
If
It
I
happened
don't
right
give
there.
voice to the words, then it
I
didn't
see.
happen.
Well, I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
No, what points? You have plenty of points. They're all there.
Okay,
Okay, that doesn't seem contradictory.
he stole it, he did whatever. Yeah, he probably
I
is too
plan
big, but I don't
to
know why.
take out the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else was in that locker? The glove was in there, but it fell on the floor and it was abandoned on the floor.
Yeah.
So he didn't get to take the evidence because Meekin showed up. So maybe in his panic he ran out without it?
When was the second knife found? Like the evidence knife? Do we know? Does it say? Found at the crime scene. So this was found with
This was
Lana.
in the muffler.
Yeah.
That was in the
the basement, in the garage.
That was wrapped in the muffler in the muffler.
Yeah.
So I don't think that has connection to him. Try
Did we
the
not press
next
something?
line.
Did I not press this? The first one?
I thought
There was
you
one thing you
did.
didn't press, and that was the 515.
I thought I did press that in the end. Don't know if I pressed this one.
Press this one just in case. I figure if we don't know, let's
yeah,
go
when you
through
say
all.
it, you mean
heard
I did
this.
press this. I did press this.
Okay.
No matter what the cause, I don't see her. The case is mine. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Crap.
Wait, hold on. It said something along the lines of, but Officer Marshall wasn't in charge. Why did he care so much? Maybe I'm thinking about Part D and we're on C3 or something.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to Part D. Because Phoenix did have a thought about why is Marshall so attached to this case.
We
And
all
it's like
found
we
out.
have an answer.
Yeah.
I guess I'll press the last one because I did accidentally skip that. And then, oh, crap.
You
Shit.
did it again!
I did it again. La. This one. Press. Okay. Tap. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So, you stole the evidence from the locker?
Oh.
Actually, no, I didn't.
That's what you were saying, Mars.
Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Ooh.
Because Lana got to it first.
Organic.
Or Goodman. Actual Goodman.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It had to be actual Goodman because he's the only one that can open the locker. So Goodman went and took something, and that's why all of the blood is there for some reason that he did there.
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Tap.
and
Officer
left the
Marshall.
glove in place.
May I ask you one thing?
You just did, partner. Well, go ahead, fire away. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether to answer or not.
Yeah, technically. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Oh, the emotional
Moreover-
music is playing.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself.
This
This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Like, what, did your
God.
brother get killed or something?
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution, Edgeworth, but you know.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Okay, now is the case evidence.
Okay.
I can't forget it, you know why. I mean, I'll press it, but I'm pretty sure now's the case evidence. But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crime. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
Are you sure, Edgy? Are you sure?
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
Yeah, hungry. Ooh, I have cereal later.
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me.
Oh.
Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
Oh God.
What happened?
No one will talk about it.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Cause no one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. Why is he so concerned with that incident? It's not like I just read the case and he probably has some familiar connection to him, so maybe I should present him with what I think the reason is.
Alright,
had
I
a
was
feeling.
up to part D.
We'd
We
wind
all
up
were.
here
We
sooner
started out
or
loud,
later.
Mars.
Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case.
It's hard being smarter than the game sometimes.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Yes, we are,
this case-
apparently.
Yes.
I'd better take another look at those files. There it is.
Okay,
Okay.
we just need the right line.
It's...
Do you?
Is it... the last one? I think it's the one where he's like, I can't forget it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one. I just can't forget.
there we go.
Now we do this.
We do know
Now we
why.
do this. God, I keep doing that. E to present. Objection.
Music,
Officer Marshall.
stop.
I think
Yeah.
I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus, partner.
It's quenchy. It'll
quenchiest.
quench ya. It's the quenchiest.
What the fuck did I just step in?
Hey, you're the one who said cactus juice.
I took a sip of water just as Dylan was Marshall, and that's why I was dying. I was gonna spit all over myself.
I was about to say, that sounded like a viceroy laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck did I step in now?
I have
Too
the
many
SL9
references.
incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned here in a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall, are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall?
Well, it wouldn't be R, it would be were.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago.
Why is he a cowboy too?
Maybe that's why he leans so hard into the cowboy stuff.
He received the same lousy prosecutor award that you got.
Oh, when he died it broke?
What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did.
And then he died. Fuck.
That's right.
Damn.
He was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you? Really, Judge?
I'm betting brothers.
I'm thinking brother.
He was.
Oh, he
My
took off
brother.
the hat!
The hat came up. We have proven that it really is hair.
It is hair. It's not
Yeah.
some weird hood on top of a hat.
He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, then Deputy Chief of Police.
Damn. I'm gonna assume that Marshall's older brother. That Jake is older brother. Yeah, there he is.
The group of detectives I was part of worked under them.
And it was foreshadowed when we saw this picture earlier.
Exactly.
He was there.
We were desperate to prosecute the killer.
Is that Edgeworth's knife? Like Jesus?
Joe Doc. My brother fought Doc and was killed.
Damn.
That was the first time Doc left behind any evidence. And that was all we needed.
Fuck. A sacrifice. Jesus. Whew.
Holy shit.
He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Doc.
What?
I knew my brother better than anyone. Always carried a revolver, in fact 6. He would have shot down any country bumpkin with a knife. There's just no way he could have been beaten in a fight like that.
Seems like I've brought a knife to a gunfight again.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's
Edgeworth,
more to
you
my
kind of
brother's-
went crazy when your father died, too.
This is also
You're in
very
no
true.
I was literally a child, so shut up. Plus L plus ratio. There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. I tapped
Well.
photos off screen.
At least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. And then he was caught red-handed.
I just feel bad for him.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. It shakes head. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's got to be more than just that. I have too many nickels.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office's parking lot was the real one.
Phoenix, you say you have all these nickels, but you're not making any damn sense. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
Objection! But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Objection. Tap. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. That's why we're here.
But...
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, thanks to you. No doubt about it.
not the blood, though.
Tap. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Starr is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Objection.
Yeah! That was not a word, it doesn't count!
Wrong word, Phoenix.
Bow. I rest my case.
Oh no.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was a fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then,
The time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Hold it! Oh, no, not me.
Hold
Emma.
it! Your Honor! Wait!
Emma?
The defense has an objection, a scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean? Right.
Mr. Wright. Are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? Oh, in a sense, I guess,
Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please?
You don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Oh, generous.
Very generous.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentioned it, the names of both Sky Sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing, the other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
It's from, like, before.
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
Pshoom. So did you find something?
No.
Oh. Huh?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
And that's minute 3.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
I'm just more curious as to why you came and, like, testified to literally nothing. Because I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional.
Well, we know that Marshall wasn't wearing gloves, so they couldn't be his fingerprints from that moment.
If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy!
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
Wait, so now it's reasonable doubt, but before it was beyond a shadow of a doubt? Interesting. It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Yeah, in the footage we don't see the handprint already there?
I don't think I saw it.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
You haven't given me the options yet, but yes, Your Honor. If I ever needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I mean, I object. Given the button. Objection. Tap. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
Shake said, the only thing that seems clear is that you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
He just said yes.
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Of course. Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of this blood mark. Just get to it already.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. I would like to go home one day. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing from the floor plans?
I
We
mean,
have other
my
plans,
floor
don't we?
plans? Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like my own floor plans?
I would check them first. Can we check them
Please.
first?
I have the big blood, and I have this, so this is what's missing from the floor plans. This pool of blood. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna present this. I think that's it. I don't know what else it would be.
Okay.
I mean, do you?
Not yet.
That's the only thing I can think of. I thought they were talking like maybe a locker space was missing.
We got the health to spare. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what? Go for it.
I mean, do you guys have any other options?
No!
Yeah,
That's why
no.
I'm saying go
Okay.
for it.
Take that!
As they say back west, even a blind man can hit with buckshot. That is, so long as he's facing the general direction.
Oh no.
Yay?
It seems Mr. Wright's not sure which direction to face.
Nay.
It's no use. The more evidence there is, the greater chance of me being wrong. Vibe.
Just calm down, Mr. Wright. Try and remember what the evidence room was like on the day of the crime.
The badger? The badger.
That's the only thing I can think of.
It's...
I know that we
Was
have
it
a
in
video.
front of the locker?
Yeah, it was like in
The
front of
video.
it. No. The video shows that the blue badger was there. That's what's not marked on the thing.
Mm.
Yeah, so we should show the blue badger. I have blue
Okay.
badger as evidence.
Oh, but I thought the video would show that too.
No, I
Yeah,
think I need to
we
show
have
just
an
the
entire
blue badger.
blue badger
Like,
in
I
our
think I need to
pocket.
do. Yeah, it was allegedly dancing in the evidence room at the time of the murder. Like, I think that has to be.
That
it.
should have been drawn on. Drawn on,
Take
drawn
that!
in.
Oh.
Yes? No?
What about that piece of plywood?
The blue badger, mascot of the police force, defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Copyright.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not there.
So?
So, watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Right in front of the
he's
locker.
huge!
Mm.
He is massive.
He's really big.
Yeah, and we saw the scuffle was like over here, remember? So,
Yeah, it was being blocked by the flag that kept being moved.
because the camera is like here, right? So the camera pans
Yeah.
this way and it pans this way, and so the blue badger keeps like blocking it. Well,
Well, what?
Freddy Fazbear
Ugh.
sized. That's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would have been impossible to place a handprint on this spot on the locker. Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, the
What?
wind doth be blowing.
What in tarnation?
So, that means... just what exactly does that mean?
Means I eat too many beans during trial time. Exactly, Mr. Wright. Exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a mighty fine wind.
It means
There
it
ain't
can't be
nothing
done.
fine about it.
Oh god. I can't. Pain.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Don't look at me, I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. I just teleported over here.
Emma!
On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So it happened before he put it in there. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in?
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation.
Judge, a parrot has been cross-examined in your courtroom. You are beyond saving.
Thanks for the follow, Foz.
Hey, thanks, Foz.
As Sherlock Holmes 1 once said, that once you examine all of the evidence, and you something, no matter however improbable, has to be the answer. I'm bad at quoting. I'm Sherlock Holmes too. But on February
Wow.
21st, in the police department's evidence room, tap, blood was spilled not once, but twice. Dylan?
He's been stunned
Oh, no.
silent.
Dylan, no. We're so close to the end. Oh god, he's gone.
Oh, we lost him. We lost him completely.
No! Heck,
Oh, he's back.
Oh, hello?
Nope. Hello? Hi? Hello?
He's examining. No, we need to get to the end of this courtroom. It's so close. We're almost done. It has to be
We're
almost
literally so close. I think
at
they're
this
gonna
point-
break to gather more evidence.
done. Yeah.
I'm almost
They gotta.
positive
They gotta. They
have
gotta.
to.
They gotta. They gotta. Dylan, get on your phone, maybe.
Anything. Dylan,
Just for the end. Just for the end.
you're so close.
Oh no. It's the storm. That's what it definitely is.
Oh,
no.
crap!
Uh,
I never covered my car.
oh
Shoot.
no.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Well, because that's what you...
Hello?
Hello, you're back. Yes, we're almost
Hi,
done.
welcome
Let's stick it out
back.
through. Come on. Go, go, go.
Lord.
Jeez.
We're so close. He is scheming. Look at him.
He really is.
Dylan! Ah!
Where you go?
I'm trying not to replace you. We're waiting. It's so sad.
All by
Dill pickle.
ourselves.
All by ourselves. He's gonna be back in like 5. Alright, Fuel King. Thank you. Alright, how do we stall? Do your best Edgeworth impression.
Ooh, okay.
Any line.
Without reading his
Yeah,
lines?
no. Dylan's favorite like Edgeworth impression is like, the testimony's bulletproof, Your Honor. That's his favorite line.
Okay. Alright. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. About.
Alright.
I've been gone for 1 minute.
I was gonna do Emma's next.
It's scientifically impossible that it could be two places at once.
Oh my god, is that what I sound like?
It's my attempt.
It's not bad.
That's
That's
brilliant.
not bad. Oh snap.
No, it was good.
Do a phoenix then, Mars.
Oh. This evidence clearly contradicts that point, Your Honor.
Nice. It's pretty good too.
Alright, Dylan, take your line.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell or was donated. The problem is the other time. As we slowly scan back and forth, this is the absolutely worst freaking part. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Tap. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Oh.
Oh, the
Objection.
music.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
Objection! The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, point! That does not explain the blood mark found on this locker.
Objection. Tap. So then, assuming this murder you purport.
No, he cut out again.
Oh,
maybe
man.
Yep.
What?
Do it again. You cut out at the end of that line.
Assuming this murder you purport really happened. When
Take it again.
did it take place?
Nope. Did it again? Cut out again.
Are you kidding me? What the
No.
hell?
We're giving you an A for effort here, because the
This-
internet is being a meanie.
Has never happened. Incredible.
It's the storm.
Bro, you got? No, I've been got. That's the problem.
It's the storm. It's the storm. Just take it again. If you did it, it didn't happen.
I did it! When did it take place?
There you go.
I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now
Which
then.
is?
Will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place? I think it's the log entry.
Yeah, the log entry. I'd agree with that one.
It's
card.
the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of that's
Alright.
legit.
Take
And
that.
it's none other than Gant's ID number.
Oh. If the crime
I
took
don't know.
place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. Oh. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card. Oh, the ID card record.
Who's that?
Who's
Officer
777?
Meekins. Oh no, but also Edgeworth.
Shit.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at. Let's see here. Oh.
Crud. Hold on. Just gotta plug my computer in.
Oh no.
There
all
we
the
go.
end stream issues.
Let's see here. 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40. Ah! Oh. Ah! Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
No, it's not him. It's 7777777.
I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy.
Okay, somebody stole Miles' card.
Drop the act, witness.
No, we know he went in there, but it had to be 7777777 first.
It doesn't take a lot to have figured it out that it couldn't have been me.
Also, there's a whole other number there that ain't identified.
Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
I mean, priorities?
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away
That's a lot of blood.
by the real
Miriam.
murderer.
Like, that's not being wiped or Kleenexed away. You need a freaking
She
mop.
needs it.
She needs it, is right. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
Oh,
Well,
look, a
fortunately.
20-minute gap at 4:20.
Yeah. Blaze it.
Game! That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Oh my god.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only
Oh
one
my
other
God.
card number remaining. 777777.
Talk about a lucky number.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. Tap! That's the only plausible explanation. Point! He went in
And-
with 777-777-7.
Remember a long time ago I said that it was Gant who opened the locker?
Yeah.
Well, I was right.
In a
because
way.
he was with Goodman.
Exactly, that's true, that's true.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777-77777.
That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor.
I was just gonna say that!
Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card.
Oh?
At least at present.
Oh? What?
We'll get clearance.
Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777-7777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher.
Oh ho ho, and a Merry Christmas.
Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
That is very
Gee,
stupid
I
and dumb.
wonder who that could be.
Objection! Tap! But that's ridiculous! Just how...
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
A warrant!
Suspected murder? If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. And your evidence.
Evidently.
That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Objection. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? Is it slander if it's true? Oh. No, not you. To her. The defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana?
Objection. Tap. Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we looked up her ID number, and it's not 7777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. All I wanted to know is one thing. About that incident.
The SL9 incident.
Yeehaw, Judge. Now answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Oh, we getting a flashback? What's happening here?
Do you need the witness to repeat the question? Witness.
Sorry.
I heard. Huh?
No, I clicked too soon. That was my bad.
Oh. I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did.
Huh?
Lana.
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Huh? Why won't you answer him? And don't you dare invoke this Fifth Amendment nonsense.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is.
The corruption.
We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But, Lana, even if it involved forging evidence,
Ugh. The suspense. Goodness.
See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No.
What's she holding in her hand?
order! 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 Order!
Lana's remarks caused such a stir that the chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day.
Stream.
And stream. Well,
End stream.
we probably have
Well, we-
evidence happening again, so
Oh, most
couple
definitely.
streams.
All right.
We need some answers from Lana.
And that stream.
Yeah, that is stream. That is
That
it.
is indeed
So,
stream.
Thank you everybody for joining us. I see a lot of
Yeah,
people from
hope you
YouTube.
all had a
Great
good
hanging
time.
out with UT Dude. Glad you guys can make it. Kirby, everybody else who joined in. Foz, Bulldog. Love the raid,
Thank you
Owlbear.
all for coming. The raid was amazing. Thank you so much.
Let me escape. There
No,
we go.
no. There we go.
It'll let me escape.
And a Merry Christmas to all.
Or Happy Hanukkah,
Well,
or anything
happy-
else.
Happy holidays to one and all. If you are celebrating, no matter what you're celebrating, have a happy and fantastic one.
All right, and with that, we'll see anybody who joins us tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you, Gyp Direct Team.
Thank you.
We hope you all have a great evening. Good night.
Good night,
Later, everyone.